don't want to run out, just get married, find somebody, start over. I want to do something on my own.
No, the problem I have is that, yes, you want to start something of your own, but this isn't starting something of your own. This is just taking somebody else and putting a picture out there that he would prefer not to have out there.
He didn't say anything about he prefer it not be out there.
And is a picture of your ex-husband really a business? Is this really going to turn into a business?
No, but no, it's just an introduction. It's just an opening. It's just like it's a funny thing.
So after the Steven Tyler picture, what do you do?
Maybe you can get a picture of me naked that I don't want published. What is it,
Well,
Gary?
I have photographs of a lot of my friends, and I don't do, and in my book as well, I don't talk about everyone I know. You just do what you do with the people that you know you can do it with, and it's okay. I've never hated Steven. You make it sound like I hate Steven. I'm out
No, I think that you're desperate for money.
And I know that Steven would never tell you to do anything to hurt me or on the air.
No,
what he and I do to each other
Steven
is
has nothing to do with
what
this.
other people do to us is a different
Steven is a good guy. Steven has nothing to do with this, and I'm sure that I like Steven a lot, and I love the band.
I love Steven.
I don't believe you. Steven. I don't believe that this is what he wants. I don't think he wants a business going up with a naked picture of him.
He doesn't care, and
he does care.
Hold on
what
a
is it, Gary?
We did a pre-interview with you, Surinder, right?
Yeah.
Surinder?
Yeah.
We did a pre-interview with you where you told our researcher that you and Steven agreed to stop suing each other for him to be able to use the picture. So why are you guys suing each other? Why would he sue you to not use a picture?
You're not being totally...
Because he hadn't seen it yet, and it was in the paper. It was in the New York Post that it was pornographic.
Now that he's been forced to let you use it, he's going around saying...
He wasn't forced.
It's not so bad.
He wasn't forced.
Didn't you say that you brought it before...
You're twisting everything.
Didn't you say you brought it before a judge, and the judge was going to dismiss Steven's suit? That would have meant Steven was going to lose, so he had to let you have it. Isn't that right?
No, he could have fought me longer and done all kinds of things.
Well, he could have fought you longer, but he gave up.
He does whatever he wants to do.
But Sindra, he doesn't want the picture used.
And by the way,
Sindra, would you admit that he doesn't? He would prefer.
Thought it was it came out in the New York Post that it was a pornographic photograph, and it wasn't a pornographic photograph. And when he saw it, he couldn't believe it.
Here's
I'm telling you, you guys aren't there.
Sindra,
you
but
weren't
here's the
married
thing.
to him. You don't know what you're talking about.
If I was forced to have a naked picture shown of me, I would probably say to the New York Post.
Steven Tyler was not forced.
Yes, he was. You took him to court.
He wasn't putting it out there.
He doesn't want it out. You refuse to see that he doesn't want it out there?
He has never come back and said anything to me or anything after this.
Can I tell? I got to talk.
It's okay.
Let me talk.
I mean, this is just so weird.
Sindra, it's not weird. It's weird that you don't understand what I'm saying.
Well, you're trying to tell me that, I'm being so mean by putting a new photograph of poor Steven out there. It's such good publicity for him. He's got a new album coming out.
He needs this.
And he loves it, yes.
No, he doesn't. He fought you on
this. Any publicity for him and the band is good.
Sindra, you got to be completely delusional.
When did you become Aerosmith's publicist?
Yeah, when did you decide what's good for Aerosmith? Trust me, I'm in show business. This isn't good for the guy. And what he's doing is he's putting a good face on it. He has to... He's
putting a good face on poor Steve.
He's saying, I wish I could take naked pictures of you and put them up on the internet. Really unflattering ones.
He has them of me, and he could if he wanted.
Well, you know what? He's a gentleman.
Howard, he's a gentleman.
He is a gentleman.
Right. You know him so well, Howard.
I don't know him well, but I know he's not taking your pictures that he took.
He doesn't have to.
Right.
He can do anything
he wants to do.
Either. He made our life.
You don't have to either, though. You are a capable woman.
I want to.
Well, you want to ruin him. You want to ruin him.
I'm not trying to ruin him.
You want to make him angry.
Not going to ruin him at all.
All right, but here's what I'm saying.
There's no ruining anybody.
Here's what I'm saying.
Especially him.
Well, if I had been married to you and you were doing this to me and I lost the right to...
You wouldn't have done what you did or anyone else would have done either.
All I know
it works out. It's perfectly balanced here.
Well, in your eyes. And that's the way you get through the night. I'm saying to you that if someone was doing that to me, and then the Post said to me, well, what do you think of the picture? I would say, it's not so bad, I don't care.
What are you going to do? It's out there.
Yeah, what can you do about it? So you put a spin on it. But the guy's not happy about it, I'm sure, and you shouldn't be happy about it. This is a private moment that you shared.
He didn't help me start a small business or anything. He did nothing.
It's not his obligation to.
Well, it certainly was his obligation when you're married to someone and you get them so involved in drugs.
You went to
court.
You
take care of yourself, but you just tell the wife and the children, hey, look, I'd rather smoke crack and hang out with prostitutes.
All right, so he wasn't a good husband, but you divorced him, you got a settlement, and
I got $100,000 9 years after the divorce from strangling with
or was he not a drug addict when you married him?
Yeah, well, who knew it? 23, 24 years old.
Didn't you meet him? Didn't you meet him and he was throwing up backstage? And
no, he was coughing blood from singing.
Right.
Okay. But Howard, can I just say one thing to Serinda?
I mean,
Serinda, can I just say one thing to you?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you got the picture. Steven sues you. The case is dismissed. Don't you think...
It wasn't dismissed yet. We decided it was,
but don't you think
Rubenstein went in and talked to his attorney,
right.
my attorney, and then...
Don't you think at that point Steven saw the picture and said to himself, you know what? Why should I waste any more money on this? He's throwing money at it. He probably saw the picture. It wasn't as bad as he thought. But I don't think he wants it out there.
A lawsuit to him is like getting up and having a cup of coffee.
I don't think Steven wants a picture out there. I just think that it's not worth spending more money on it.
People act like your best friend.
Because he fought you on it.
He sued you over it.
Of course he doesn't want it.
That was before he even saw the photograph.
Delusional. What's the difference?
Because, of course, someone said, hey, some attorney, somebody said, let's make another buck off Tyler, and let's just sue her. Don't call her up. Don't talk to her about it. Let's not just look at it and see what the deal is.
Sindra, I have no sympathy for you. I know that I was married. We had many intimate moments together.
This is different. You and your wife lived a very private life, and you didn't exactly do the same things to her that were done. It does, it's a whole nother ballgame.
I say at some point you let go of the past.
Well, absolutely.
You say, you know
and this is a great way to let go of it.
No, it's not.
And forget about it.
No, it's not.
Well,
it's not
your
classy.
therapist tells you one thing, mine tells me another.
It's not classy. It's not classy.
Well, it's not classy to have someone hung up in court for years and years and years, living in New Hampshire and doing whatever, so you can do what you want. And after 9 years, when the woman is taking care of your child, or a husband, for that matter, if it were turned around, and they're living there, and you're getting everything together, and you don't care what happened to them. You go to every hospital, you take every bit of care, but you leave someone behind without any attention whatsoever, without any responsibility toward them. And then after 9 years, they finally, after living on nothing, and taking care of your child while you're...
I'll respond to that. I think you're building your life around this guy.
Not at all.
Yes, you are. You're saying that he's responsible for your financial well-being.
I have another life, Howard.
Steven
is so behind me, but this is something that
Steven did this to me. Steven did that to me. So now I'm building my life on Steven. I'm writing books about Steven. I'm showing Steven.
My book. You didn't read the book because my book is obviously not about Steven. Steven is an additive to the book. Yes, I used the book to sell the book, but it's a New York book. It's about growing up in New York and hanging out. Steven is part of my life as well.
All right. Well, listen.
I mean, I have a right to, get rid of what I've got and do it the way I want to do it. And I'm so far beyond Steven Tyler as any kind of anxiety or anything, because I've dated and been with other people since then and have a complete life. I raised our daughter. I got her through school. I had to go every year to family court to get him to pay the school every year.
Fine, but I still don't understand. I don't care if the guy murdered 17 people. Why show a naked picture of him?
If he murdered 17 people in my family, I have a right to go and try to recoup something from it.
But he didn't murder anyone, did he?
Well, I didn't bring up murder. You did.
Right. Well, but that's my point.
You can really murder a relationship. You can certainly murder.
When a guy, you
can murder a person without actually touching them, and if you want to drive them to suicide at some point.
All right. Well, you have your point of view. I disagree with it, but you're entitled to it.
That's okay. I mean, that's what America's all about. Right. Being a real New Yorker, I love it. I can take it. But to think that, anyone's attacking Steven, there's any poor Steven involved here.
Well, I believe he is being attacked, but that's my attitude toward this thing.
Your therapist is really into you staying this victim.
Let me see.
No, there's no victimization anymore. There's none whatsoever.
Let's see what the audience. Well, maybe the therapist wants to get paid. So maybe this is a way to get paid.
Yeah, well, he can go and.
Yeah, this is his way of getting some money.
Kevin, every lawyer in town gets money off Steve Tyler. Just that, get mad at somebody before he even does anything and checks it out.
Kevin,
some lawyers
you're on
get
the air.
A new extension on his house.
Howard.
Yes.
Hear a giant sucking sound coming out of that radio station. Everybody in their bank want to hold on to their wallet. She's probably going to find a way to suck some money out of you guys, too.
Well, I don't know. Let me tell you, I don't get the whole thing. I'll be honest. Cinder's entitled to her point of view, of course, but it seems to me a very low way to make money.
Yeah, the whole thing she's saying is like, I need to recruit. Steven didn't do this. Steven didn't do that. Well, she's an adult. She needs to learn how to handle herself.
Yep.
And not try to suck money off of, and try to suck money out of people that,
Well, I believe she's entitled to child support. She's entitled to a lot of things, but I don't think you get it through showing a naked picture of a guy.
No way.
And if the guy has been paying whatever he was supposed to pay, then that's it.
Yeah, it was like, I agree totally what you're saying. Is like I said, though, but everybody in their best hold on their wallet because she'll probably find a way to suck some money out of there, too.
Sindri, you see what these people are saying,
Well,
right?
yeah, because look where you drove them to, but it doesn't matter. Stephen hasn't given me money in years, and I've gone on. I've certainly moved on to met other people and dated other people.
Here's Keith, your lawyer. He wants to do it.
Well, there's a good man for you.
All right, Sindri's lawyer. This is Keith. Keith, go
Hi,
ahead.
Keith. Good morning.
Keith, do you see my point in any of this, or am I crazy?
Your point, Howard, but you have to understand one other thing. At the time that this picture was released, Stephen had an injunction. He voluntarily gave up the injunction.
Well, of course.
No, the injunction was in place. It wasn't as if the judge said the suit is going to get dismissed and you could do whatever you want.
Well, didn't you guys agree not to sue him anymore and he won't sue you, that the business would all be over if he gave you this picture?
They put that in as a condition of the release.
Right, of course.
That's lawyering.
Wouldn't you say that is a pressure situation?
No, I don't think it's
Keith, you're a lawyer. Don't you think he would have preferred that this picture not be released?
No.
You don't? You think he's happy about it?
He had the ability to keep the picture from being released.
So you think he likes this?
I don't know the man personally. You know the man.
I do, and I know he doesn't like it. I know he doesn't like it.
Well, that's from your understanding from what he had told you, but my understanding of what the outcome of the lawsuit was that he said to his lawyer, let her do whatever she wants with the picture.
Yeah, he's exhausted from it already.
What's that?
He's probably exhausted.
He wasn't exhausted. He won the case. The case was virtually over.
Well, he probably got a feeling that
this was going to go on.
This was going to go on and on and on.
Not at all.
No, I don't think so. I think
Stephen as well as I do.
You have to understand another thing too.
So he's happy. You're telling me.
You went through a divorce, Howard.
Yes.
Right? Oh, you're going through a divorce?
Yeah, I'm done with that. Yeah.
Okay, but you did the right thing to your wife. You had 3 children with her.
Right.
You didn't fight her tooth and nail. Syringe is an innocent woman here. She didn't do anything wrong to this guy.
No,
he left her high and dry.
I didn't say that. And
no, but you have to understand.
But didn't this man pay what the court asked him to pay when he left his wife?
Well, I wasn't involved
in court to get him to pay anything.
Keith, he paid. He
pulled her out of school before she even graduated high school.
I think that in order to really understand the situation here, you have to understand the situation that happened in the divorce, because I think there was a lot of things that went on there. And again, I wasn't.
All right, but is it right to release? Let me ask you as a human being. Forget about all the legal crap.
Okay.
Whatever you and your wife go through, and maybe she's not happy with the settlement, maybe you're not happy with the settlement. You know, in settlements, people are never happy. Both sides are hurt.
Absolutely.
Okay. Especially when you got to give up a lot of money or not a little money. Everyone has their opinion. Or you don't get a lot of money. There's always something. At what point, as a human being, do you say, you know what, I got a naked picture of when times were good, when we were together. This is something that was private between us.
Provincial as well. Come on.
Wait a second. Maybe the guy doesn't. You've seen the picture. It doesn't come off well. He doesn't look good in the picture. He doesn't
look that bad. He looks really young. He's just thin before he started working out. It's like, hey, man, before and after. He's working out now.
Well, okay. That's your decision.
You're making it like so.
Let's see what Howard has to say.
Rock and roll.
It's real rock and roll.
It is.
You're in rock and roll now. So, I don't know what rock and roll you're in. How do you know what rock and roll is?
I don't know. I'm in about 5 or 6 books. I guess I'm in some history.
Books is rock and roll?
She made the books.
Chronicle the books.
She's in rock and roll. She was married to a rock and roller for 9 years.
No, being in rock and roll is...
sleep with a rock and roller. You're in rock and roll.
Evidently.
Well, whatever.
But here's my question. And what I would recommend to Stephen is he should put up a website tomorrow and put out this picture for free.
Well...
So no one would make any money off of it.
But you know what the truth is?
He's not really evil, though. You see, he really doesn't hate me like you would like to think he does.
No, I don't think he hates you. I think he's disturbed by you.
Well, you know,
because I'm asking Keith the question, Keith, as a human being, when you have some... you obviously know this is a private picture, don't you, Keith?
and I were the only 2 people
Keith, when you have a private picture between you and your wife when times were good, I'm talking about decency, especially if you have a child between you. Don't you keep that picture private?
Well, let me ask you a question.
Even if you have a child, to say to the child, let's release Daddy's nude picture?
Do I let, Mommy struggle on the street,
I'm not asking you that. Forget about the bitterness of the settlement.
It's not the bitterness of the settlement.
Mommy is the girl is grown up now. His daughter is grown up. Mommy is not struggling on the street anymore. Maybe she is. I don't know her situation. But is it Stephen's fault that Mommy's still struggling?
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
So therefore, all intimate things and all intimate moments and pictures should be now used against him.
The ethical things have to start with Stephen?
But before anything gets used, Stephen agrees to it. Stephen doesn't have to agree to it.
But you see, again, that's a legal term, because who knows what pressure he was under to just get rid of this situation.
None whatsoever.
There was no pressure.
Money off of him doing
this case, Howard, was sitting there dead. Stephen had the injunction. She couldn't do anything whatsoever with the picture. She originally wanted to put it in her book. She had a book that was
right.
being re-released.
Stephen asked not to do it, and he went to court over it.
And then he said, "Okay, do whatever you want. I don't really care." That's the gist of the settlement of the lawsuit. You know, he could have said to her.
You don't think that she might be an albatross to him, and this is his way of being done with her already?
Well, that may be how he perceives her, but you know what? They had a marriage together for 9 years.
All right, so you approve, as a man, not as a lawyer, but as a man, you approve of intimate moments, pictures between a man and a woman when they were intimate.
No, you know what I approve of?
Go ahead.
I approve.
I know of Stephen paying bills and all that.
Yeah, I approve of
Again,
that.
you're not
happening to you.
In other words, if there's naked pictures of you and if you and your wife, you approve of this. This is a way to go about it.
Lawyers send me flowers.
In other words, blackmail is the way to go about it. Isn't it sort of? Is it a blackmail?
No, it's not a blackmail at all because Stephen gave the go-ahead to use the picture. Nobody held the gun to his head to say, "Look, if you don't."
If Stephen didn't call you and say, "Hey, you got that picture? Why don't you release it?"
Yeah, Stephen didn't do that.
The way it worked was this.
Flowers every single year with a wonderful and beautiful card. I mean, it's not like he hates me or anything.
Well, you share a daughter together, for Christ's sake.
Well, I took care of her, and he
it looks like you hate him, though. I'll tell you that. But I went on the website and saw the picture. The picture is not flattering to him.
Well, let me ask you a question, Howard. Then why? And I can't speak for him because I've never spoken to the man. You know him very well. Why?
I don't know him very well.
There was no. I'm telling you, as a lawyer, and you could believe me or you don't have to believe me. There was no pressure for him to release this picture. There was nothing going on.
I know he fought it for many years.
The case was lying there, and you know what? One day I called up the lawyer, and I said, "What do you want to do with the case?" She goes, "Well, let me talk to my client." And he said to her, and she got back to me and said, "Do what you want with the picture." I said, "Okay." And the realm of surrender's use of it.
He surrendered.
But he was winning the battle.
All right. Well, that's what you say.
No, true. Confirm it with him.
All right. I will. I'll ask him. I hear you.
But you know what the whole thing stemmed from here is, you know what the truth is? If he treated her like you treated your wife, your estranged wife, then there wouldn't have been a problem.
So then it is revenge.
It's not revenge. It's desperation.
You just said it was.
It's not revenge. It's desperation.
All right. Well, it sounds like revenge.
Everything's fair because Stephen was bad.
No, everything's fair because he agreed to it. If she would have just went and did it, I think that there would have been a big problem there legally, ethically, morally.
Let's see what the audience thinks. Let's go to Jeff.
Well,
Jeff.
we know what they think. You've already tainted them.
Well, have I tainted? I gave you just as much time as me.
Yeah, but, they're going to they believe everything you say.
Well, what I say, I believe. That's all.
Right,
it's my opinion, honey. That's all.
New York. I love this very much.
All right, Jeff, go ahead.
Very cool.
If she says she's not trying to make money off him and the book's all about her, why is the title Living on the Edge?
I never
Life
said I
in
wasn't
Wild
trying to
Times
make
with
money.
Steven Tyler.
Right. Well, of course. It's all about Steven.
It's marketing, and it's not all about Steven, the book, but I certainly know how to sell it.
There's about a chapter about her life before Steven, and the rest is about Steven.
Right.
All right. You know what the truth is?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
The truth is that, Serinda has to do what she has to do.
Okay.
And Steven can do what he has to do. And the truth was, so that both of them can live their lives, this is what the outcome of the lawsuit was, and that's the end of it. We didn't start the lawsuit against him, and voluntarily, without any duress whatsoever.
Let's go to Mike. Mike, go ahead. Mike, what's up? Say what you want.
Hi, the only question I had for her is she said she wrote books and she's authored all this. Are your books all about your life with Steven?
Yeah, well, it's pretty much about Steven. That's what most people are interested in.
Okay, so in other words, then her talent is just cashing in on somebody else's name.
Well, she claims she's doing it because...
she has to.
She has to.
Howard, can I give you a hypothetical?
Sure.
I just, I don't want to keep bringing it up, but let's say that you and your wife, or not even you and your wife, a celebrity and his wife, and they have a child together. And that celebrity, came into a lot of money and was...
Yeah, but they
during the marriage, she was 9 years with this guy. Right. And let's say that celebrity said, you know what, I'm going to screw this girl to the wall. I'm not going to give her a penny. There was some funny business going on with the lawyers back and forth and their divorce, and she ultimately gets really, really nothing. Nothing. And you see that your ex-wife, who you have a daughter with, is struggling and struggling and struggling. Wouldn't you, as a man, say, all right, here's a couple bucks here and there?
I don't know that this is, but this is not necessarily, this is your version of the story.
No, I'm asking you a hypothetical.
Here's my version of the story. There are men and women who get divorced.
Yes.
Here's a hypothetical. A guy's married to a woman for 10 years, okay?
All right.
They get a divorce. At the time, they don't have a lot of money. The court decides what is fair in terms of child support and what is fair in terms of the split up, in terms of the assets.
Well, the court didn't do that
Next
with
year,
us.
a year later, the woman becomes a superstar singer and makes $80 billion. I'm not entitled to that. I'm no longer married to the woman.
That's right.
People in this country think...
People now think... The ethical, the moral, and all
the people in this country now think that for the rest of their lives, because they went out with somebody for 10 years, that now that person is responsible, like a child, to take care of that person for the rest of their lives.
We're not talking about legal responsibility
here.
I'm talking about legals, then there's no problem with her doing what she's doing with the picture because she has the legal entitlement
to do it. When you take a picture of a guy in an intimate moment that was meant for the privacy of the two of you, I say as a human being, you don't go that far.
And I say one human being needs to treat the other human being like a
All right, we have a difference of opinion, but... All right, Sindra, let me give you a plug.
Wait a minute, Howard. I never tried to sue Stephen after his windfall and his comeback and all that about any of that money.
All right.
This was only about the money during the 9-year marriage, and we never went to trial for the divorce.
Whose fault is that?
I was sitting up in New Hampshire with
why don't you tell Howard about the situation with your lawyer and the divorce?
All right. Well, listen. I don't want to get into the whole divorce.
Yeah, it's so
I don't know because and also because the other lawyer isn't here to defend himself, and I'm not a court. But
close to it, though.
It's New York of us, isn't it?
Maybe you should be the court.
No, I'm not a court. I'm not a court. It just strikes me as a total invasion of privacy to do this to someone you once cared about. And I know a lot of things were done to you, Serinda. I hear what you're saying.
But we don't know what Serinda did to him, that he doesn't care about her so much.
That's right. And there's two sides to every story.
But what I wouldn't do.
But I know that if Stephen has naked pictures of you that aren't so flattering, I'll know one thing.
Well,
he's not going to release
them. Howard. They're all flattering of me.
All right. Well, you're a lucky woman. I'm just saying, if he has anything that isn't flattering of you, I respect that he doesn't show it. That's the right thing to do.
Well, he doesn't have to do anything he doesn't want to do. That's
you know the guy's an entertainer, and you know that the guy, everything is his image, and, listen, this is going to obviously hurt him.
I don't think everything is his image. The music stands pretty much for itself.
Do you think this is going to hurt him?
Pretty wild.
I think it's going to hurt his feelings. I think it's also going to embarrass him. I think
but even Serinda is saying she would rather not do this if she were in different circumstances. So you are willing to...
Well, in a way, of course. I mean, in my book, I don't talk...
This is something that Stephen doesn't want. But you're going to do it anyway.
You keep speaking for him.
Because you just said it yourself. You feel bad doing it, but this is something you have to do.
You
just told Robin that.
At all.
You just said it. You don't even hear yourself.
No, I don't feel badly.
You wish you didn't have to do it.
You said Stephen doesn't have to because he's got other means. So you're forced to do this, but you know it's wrong.
I don't think it's wrong. I don't think it's wrong. If I felt it were wrong, because that was our whole thing in our whole relationship, is I said I would be the voice of the right, and, he didn't want to hear it. For me, I don't really feel it's a bad
You were the sensible one, he wasn't, I see.
Well, somebody had to try
to... Of course. Mickey, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard, you are totally wrong. I'll tell you why.
Who is wrong?
You have become jaded. You are a very wealthy man who has forgot what it is to be poor.
No.
No, this is survival.
Let me tell you something, dude. I grew up as poor as anybody grows up. I grew up in the worst goddamn neighborhood there is. And you know what I did? I didn't wait for somebody to sit and tell me how to get out of it. I figured out a way.
World. It's a man's world, and
I don't care if it's a man's world or not.
For a woman to survive.
Let me tell you something.
You were good to your wife, but he was not.
You do not survive by taking naked pictures of somebody and put them on the web.
Excuse me. In survival, the real world, Howard, you do what you have to do to put bread on your table. And you have forgotten what that's about.
There are things that I did, and there are things I don't do. And I'll tell you one thing. I don't care how bad times got, I wouldn't take naked pictures of my wife and stick them on the web.
Howard, let me tell you something. You're a very sensitive guy. You would have probably broke down and cried if you would have been suffered the way she suffered from this guy. This guy was good for nothing.
I had to marry a guy who had a lot of problems.
And I had it just as bad as she did, and I didn't sit and cry, dude. I sat there and worked. That's the difference.
But she made a mistake. She married a son of a bitch, but now she has to survive. And the real world is, you ask what the real world is. The real world is when survival comes, all ethics go out the window, and you do what you do to take care of your daughter. Howard, if you didn't have money, you would do the same thing for your three.
That son of a bitch was a garbage man. She'd have been on her way already and found herself another life.
Yeah, I don't agree with you, sir. I don't agree you do anything. Go ahead.
I'm in the office.
If a garbage man, he'd be willing to step up to the plate and help
I'm in the office. I'm arguing this out. I'm like steaming as I'm listening to this. And here's the thing. Serinda, you had one child. She's like 21 now.
Yeah.
So how come you just don't get a regular person's job?
Well, how do you know if I don't? What are you talking about?
So if you have a
I'm
regular
working
job,
in a
how are you not
business?
surviving?
What if I want to build my business on my own so I don't have to work for somebody else?
But that's not surviving. That's not getting what you want.
Gary, you are a macho Italian who thinks that all women can do what all men can do.
She's perfectly capable of working and probably being very productive and leading a normal life that is not Stephen's life. Not Stephen's quality of life, but still a very good life.
You know, we're arguing over about this picture, and the truth is he doesn't really care because he allowed us to do it. Why don't you let the public look at the
I don't
picture
hear him
and see
saying
what
that.
they think?
I just know a guy who fought it for a long time.
He didn't fight it for a long time.
Howard, let everybody dial up that internet site.
What's that?
He's not on the air promoting it.
I bet he's online right now.
He's my best customer. Are you kidding?
You think he's on there every night? Do you think he likes to look at it?
Yeah, of course. What, are you kidding? I happen to know.
All right, we have a difference of opinion, but that's okay. Let's give out your website.
And did you like the way they did it, Silverlight Productions?
I didn't like it. I'll be honest with you, Serinda, I didn't like anything about it.
Oh, come on.
I didn't.
I don't have the money you have to make it really big and beautiful.
Everybody's counting my money. Everyone's counting my money. Count everyone's money. Everything in this country is about, your money, your money, your money.
Don't get any more sponsors, Howard. Don't have any more commercials.
Honey, I ain't doing it selling naked pictures of Steven Tyler.
Well, if you had one, maybe
I'm not.
you would.
I'm not. I don't.
Maybe the way you make it is a little different than the way you used to make it.
Well, hey, I always made it the same way. I've always been honorable. If somebody wants to come on my show and be naked, they know they're going to do it, and they know that they want to do it.
You get the permission of them before you do it.
Before we do it.
Permission. So why is this any different?
Okay, whatever. I see a difference, but
we don't get the picture first, and then see if you want to give permission.
Right.
Well, he could have seen the picture first without ever doing anything.
Well, all right, listen.
Of course, somebody else had to make a buck off of him.
And while he's sicking his lawyers all over her, she doesn't have money to pay for lawyers to do all this.
Well, she doesn't have to bring it up. She could just go out and get a regular job.
I have jobs, and
Honey,
I do work. I need
listen,
to build
people,
my business.
you talk about my business. I went out and took a job for $96 a week in radio and built myself a career. That's what you got to do.
Well, good. Give me a job on the radio, Howard.
Give you. Nobody gave me a job.
Well,
I went out and earned it.
I can prove myself. I have an entire resume of
What
radio
else should I give you? What give you?
Well, I work for everything I have, Howard.
All right.
She worked for 9 years in the marriage.
Howard,
9 years counts for something. You know it does. You know it does. And she deserves to be treated better than the way he treated her on the way out of the marriage.
Of course, but he didn't. So that's
what you get.
So then you get a naked picture of you on a website.
Then he should have acted a little differently.
All right, so it's blackmail then.
It's not blackmail.
If you don't act right, is it blackmail if you say to someone, if you don't act right, I'm going to show a naked picture of you?
No, absolutely not.
Would you take the kind of crap he took
It's not if you don't act right, I'm going to show a naked picture.
What?
What's that? I didn't hear what Robin said.
I don't know. Listen, it's an endless argument.
No, you take the crap off of a Steven Tyler because he's Steven Tyler, and then you get pissed when Steven Tyler dumps you.
Right.
No,
but you don't
that's not
take that
at
crap
all.
off everybody.
Robin, I can't believe it. This is not some guy. This was my husband for 9 years, and the father of my daughter. So there's a lot more involved here than just, hey, there's Steve, let's just mess with him.
Yeah, but you say he was a crappy husband.
Well, when you're a psychotic and on drugs, I did everything I could to help him.
So she gave up 9 years. Maybe, you know what? Maybe she could have. Maybe she could right now have a successful career in radio if she didn't waste the 9 years with him. So
why is it a waste?
What's that?
Why is it a waste?
That's what she chose to do.
That's her decision.
Exactly, but she gave up 9 years of her life for him.
What do you mean gave up? She did what she wanted to do.
And did everything I could to help him.
What is this? You gave up your life.
A lot.
No, she did it. She didn't give it up.
Yeah.
She chose to do that.
Right. And
I would have loved to spend 9. I would love to spend 9 years with somebody supporting me.
But Howard and Robin, don't forget, I gave up my career, my little things that were going. They weren't as big as his because he promised to make sure that it was okay for me to do that, and he wanted to have.
All right, that's a fair discussion. But you know what? Listen, how about this? Why don't we end on this note?
I don't hate Steven at all. I don't hate him.
All right,
I'm not attacking him.
All right, here we go.
I'm really just getting rid of old stuff.
If you want to order Syndra's book, Serinda rather, Serinda's book, Dream On, Living on the Edge with Steven Tyler and Aerosmith, and to see Steven Tyler's penis. SerindaFox.com. CYRINDAFOXE.com. And let me tell you, this is some advertisement for marriage. I just watched the Doug Goodstein wedding, and I'll tell you, and counselor, I bet you would say to every guy and every woman, Before you get married, realize you're entering into one of the worst contracts in the world.
I wish I had a contract when I got married.
Oh, I bet you do.
I had something.
That the contract is a 50-50 split these days, isn't it? All right.
Or whatever.
A prenuptial would have been wonderful.
Now, and women wonder why men won't get married anymore.
Yeah, but the fact is that you're saying Stephen wasn't responsible for anything he did, but somebody let him sign a marriage license anyway.
Right. He shouldn't have signed it. The whole contract should be null and void.
I was young. He was young. We were in love. We did what we had to do, but then the things got out of control, and he decided to do different things that I could not keep up with. If I
Serinda, is it fair to say that we should keep cameras out of the honeymoon?
No, I think you should record everything.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, Serinda, good luck with your new business.
Well, thank you very much, Howard. That's very kind of you.
And good luck to you, counselor.
Thank you, sir.
And
hello to everybody up at Silver Light, and I hope you can handle this.
All right.
You don't even like the site. Thanks a lot. You should tell them they did a good job. They
did a good job.
Serinda, good luck with your website. And listen, we have a disagreement, but that's okay. Lots of people disagree.
That's a New York kind of thing to do, you know?
That's right. Okay, thanks. Thank you to, I don't know your name, the attorney.
Keith Rubenstein.
All right, Keith, thank you.
My man.
All right, there's Serinda Fox and Keith Rubenstein. Thank you. Well, I'll tell you something. The only thing I learned is that think long and hard before you get married.
No cameras in the bedroom.
And no cameras in the bedroom.
Ever. Anywhere.
About me and my wife, we wouldn't do that to each other. I even know that to this day, to the day I die.
Yeah, but at least you were sane when you took up all this stuff.
Right.
I question the state some of these people get married in, but they'll let you get married in. They won't let you drive, but they'll let you get married.
Marriage will they should let you drive before they let you get married.
Absolutely.
All right, let's take a break, and we'll be back right after these words.
Hey, this is Fruity Nutcake, the rapping granny, and I've got a few lyrics for Howard Stern. Now, when God made Howard, he could have been meaner. He made him 6'10" with a 2-inch wiener. Robin Ophelia Quivers, queen of the K-Rockers. I'd love to trade in my set for her pair of knockers. Now who's that smelly, fat brown toasted monkey? They call it Gary, the Stern Show flunky. Now Fred's terrific for what I've seen, long as he keeps taking his Thorazine. Now the Howard Stern Show is quite a hit. It was even better when Jackie quit. Now some of the girls jump Casey Bones, but Fruity Nutcake wants the Casey Jones. This is Fruity Nutcake, rapping granny, and now I'm gone. This is a wonderful show, and I love Howard Stern.
This is.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean Howard Stern? Yeah, the Howard Stern Show.
All right, Booby. Jackie, way too many Heineken Martling tomorrow at 12:30, signing his new CD, F. Jackie at J&R Music World, 25 Park Row, Manhattan. Friday at 6 p.m. at Strawberries and Danbury. For jokes and CD signings and info, visit jokeland.com. How'd that go yesterday?
Yeah, not too good.
Not too good?
No, it was a great time, but there's not many people, 50 people, something like that.
For the new CD, only 50 people?
That's all.
Well, it just came out. Maybe you should have given it a week or two so that it could build.
You're funny.
It was pouring rain.
It was a lot of rain. It was a bad day.
It was the rain.
It snowed.
It snowed.
Really, the rain was bad. It was coming down in buckets
yes,
here.
They said, like 2 inches in a very short time.
Yeah. Well, that's Jackie's karma.
Hey, as Rick D says, what goes around comes
around.
An old couple sitting in the living room. The wife says, let's go upstairs and the husband says, I don't think I can do both.
Jackie on a roll with his new CD.
Good drunk comes stumbling out of a bar. A nun's walking down the sidewalk. He punches her in the stomach. Before she can say anything, he smacks her on the head. She goes down. He kicks her. He picks her up. He smashes her up against the wall. He says, you're not too tough tonight, are you, Batman?
There you go. Jackie, is that from one performance or many different ones?
That's from one performance in Andover.
Oh, my God.
Now, is the
Don't faint
CD itself one performance, or is it a compilation?
Yeah, there's a little stuff stuck in there, but it's mainly one show in Andover.
I see.
Mainly.
One main show.
And he says he didn't sweeten the audience. I don't believe him.
Present Clinton's flying over the Everglades in a helicopter. He looks down and sees two white guys pulling a black guy on water skis. He says, I like that. I like to see whites and blacks recreating together, especially here in the South. Pilot says, Mr. President, you sure don't know too much about alligator hunting.
Becky?
We can't play those same ones over and over again.
No, I like it.
Why? It's fun. Find 3 good ones. We got to do it.
There are 78 minutes worth of
I know.
stuff.
So Jackie's got a new CD.
Thank you, Bulls.
And there it is.
And he'll be doing another signing, right?
All right, so George, yes, he will. I think it's going to rain that Thursday.
And Friday and Saturday and Sunday.
You're doing a lot of them.
Oh, okay.
He's really getting behind
He's
this
on
album.
a tour.
Yeah.
It's fun.
He's very proud of this one.
I really am.
And the Perfect 10 girls were there with you yesterday, and you only drew 50 people?
Yeah.
Boy, that must have been embarrassing in front of them.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dear.
Ganji's there with the camera for E, you know.
And did you find yourself... That's funny.
Oh,
I got to see this.
Very funny.
And did you find yourself signing real slow? So that
And talking to people.
I signed the CD, I signed the actual CD itself, and the booklet, and the fingers that they were passing out, and I was signing postcards.
Wow.
So each person was standing there for about 15 minutes.
And still it was only 50 people.
Waiting for the crowd to build.
Yeah.
Still, it only took a half hour.
Stalling to hope to build a line.
I had the girls signing.
Yeah, anything. Signing people's shirts.
Pictures? Did you stop to take pictures with each person?
Everybody.
15 people.
Some of them I sketched.
That's always embarrassing.
I've had worse ones.
I sold an album in Washington when we got fired. And the album really sucked. I'll admit that, because I couldn't take any of the material from the radio show. They wouldn't give me permission, so I had to recreate everything, which was so silly. But anyway, I went out to promote it, and the first couple of signings I did, there's a lot of people. But I think I did one too many, because I showed up at one place, and there was like 3 guys there.
Everybody had already gotten it.
Everyone got it signed that was going to get the thing.
Those things are weird enough to do when you're signing. When there's nobody there, it's like...
And it's weird, too, when the guy from the record company thinks you're going to be selling 10 million copies, and yeah, you know.
Yeah, the staff's
They're
there.
all
There's 3 people there.
They're in the warehouse.
They got security.
Yeah, and then I just remembered I'm there signing, and some little girl was there. I don't know what she was doing. Not little girl, maybe 16, 17. Teenager. And I don't know, I was 20-something years old myself, and she was the only kid there. I go, hey, where's your mommy? And she goes, out in the parking lot. I said, hey, bring your mommy in here, because I was looking for people.
Yeah, to make a crowd.
So she thought I was coming on to her mommy. She kicked me in the nuts.
Oh, no.
She kicked me in the nuts. I went down. And I was like, what are you doing? She goes, don't talk about my mother. I go, I wasn't talking about your mother, you stupid bitch. I was going to kill her.
I had a book
you
out.
could have gotten up.
I couldn't get up. It was like I'd been maced.
I had a joke book in 1980, and they did a signing in the middle of Suffolk County somewhere, and I sat, and they had a pile of books, and my brother-in-law was sitting next to me, and there was a big display, and there was not one person. And finally, somebody came walking in and came walking towards me. I was so excited. The guy comes up and says, where are the books on geography? Oh, my God. Man.
Hey, don't feel so bad. I mean, I once went to a bookstore when I was a kid, and Bernard and Marvin Kalb had written a book. They were 2 big network anchor types.
Right, brothers.
They're brothers, and they were in a book mall at Roosevelt Field. They sat out there. I watched them. I could not take my eyes off them. Because I used to just go to Roosevelt Field and get high and just sit there and look at stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and hang out by those little booths where they sold food. So I was just sitting there, and I was watching them, and not one person came up to them.
The whole time you watched?
The whole time I watched, it was great.
Oh.
At least they were brothers. They could sort of...
They could keep each other company.
Yeah.
Well, I think I told you, when I worked at the record store, Martin Mull had a comedy album out, and the same thing happened. Nobody came up to him. So the manager took us in the back, and she took money out of the register and gave us all like $10, and we had to take off our uniforms and go around the front and buy the records because they just felt so bad.
Right. And was he happy to see you?
Well, record store people feel bad.
At least like 10 people came up to him, which was better than nobody.
When there's nobody there, 10 people all of a sudden seems like a
it was like a rush.
So happy.
Yeah.
But I once did an appearance, Howard.
And what did he do? Did he go like, hey, thank you?
Oh, yeah. It was like, oh, where you to who would you like it to? But hey, he doesn't know. But Howard, I did an appearance at a place once, and the people were so sure that it was going to be such a big thing. It was a car audio store in New Jersey.
I remember that.
That the guy but the guy told his whole family to come down because, of course, they were going to be in charge of crowd control.
Right.
And he got 2 6-foot heroes and like a ton of food. And I mean, 2 people in 2 hours showed up, and the entire family is staring at me and the food.
Right.
And I'm like, and they keep looking at you. And
did the guy have to pay you that day too?
Yeah.
Oh.
At the end of the appearance.
After all that.
Yeah. See, now I get it up front, but in the old days I used to get it, and it was like, how do you listen.
Did you feel bad taking the money?
Very bad.
Yeah.
Did you take it?
Yeah, listen, I did what I said I was going to do, and I plugged it on the air, and I don't know, it was a weird thing.
Where was it? At a car place?
It was a car stereo store in New Jersey in the middle of the summer on a beautiful, sunny, 90-degree day when anybody was at the beach.
Right.
Not at a strip mall in New Jersey.
You might have been able to draw 100 people, but...
Yeah, it was not the day to be doing it. I mean, everyone was at the beach. But his whole family just stared at
Plus, who goes to, what was it, a car...
A car audio place.
Car audio place in a strip mall.
Who goes to a car audio place?
In a strip mall in the middle of nowhere. So you first had to go to the strip mall.
Yeah, find the strip mall.
And you know what? It was funny because 2 people came in to see me in the 2 hours, and this other 2 people came in, and I was so happy when they walked in, they actually wanted a car stereo. Like, they had no idea who I was.
Made a sale.
Howard, you remember what Janks did to me? I did an appearance in Philadelphia and was in the suburbs where we should do really well. And it was for my last CD, which was doing pretty good. And I showed up, there was not a soul there. And I was so goddamn embarrassed. I was freaking out. And the manager, he was a pretty good actor because he was like, acting like it wasn't a big deal, not too disappointed. Janks had 200 people, and he took them all behind the store. It was his best stunt.
He told everyone there to go hide?
He took the whole 200 people he took behind the store.
And hid them.
And good enough so when I showed up, I saw no hint, no clue, and there was no one. Man.
That's great.
That was a good one. I hugged him. It was like, I was so glad to see people.
Oh, that's funny.
That's better than what you did to me when we went out to dinner and that guy Gelman was there.
Yeah, you had the...
Oh, that was a weird situation.
The drink set over.
I'm sitting there eating dinner, and we look across the table, and the next table is this guy Gelman, the producer of the Regis Philbin show, who I don't know from a hole in the wall.
None of us.
So Jackie goes, hey, man, maybe you ought to send a drink over to Gelman. I go, I ain't sending no drink over to Gelman. Leave that guy alone. I go, we're out to dinner. Who cares? I don't want to interact with this guy. I mean, just what? Because he's a producer of the Regis show, I got to interact? So Jackie, of course, can't leave that alone. Gets a couple of drinks in him. A couple of minutes later, the waitress comes over and goes, Mr. Gelman would like to buy you a drink. I go, oh, that's so funny. I go, we were just talking about buying him a drink. So I said to the waitress, that's fine. He doesn't have to buy me a drink. And then I turn to Gelman and I go, I'm yelling across the restaurant.
Yeah, all the way across the
restaurant. Hey, I was just going to buy you a drink. You don't have to buy me a drink. That's funny. I was just going to buy. And he's like, oh.
Hell yeah.
So I turn around and I look at Jackie. Jackie told the waitress to come over and say that.
He's laughing his ass off.
Yeah. I go, what's up? He goes, Gelman wasn't buying you a drink. I told the waitress to say that.
you a drink.
Oh. Stupid ass me. I gave that waitress a good tip, too.
Howard says to me, the waitress said he wanted to buy me a drink. I said, I know, that's what I told him.
I was so mad. I was so goddamn mad.
Sitting there confused.
Yeah.
We were howling.
It was funny, though. Even I was laughing. Yeah.
I was just thinking of the time that I did an appearance and John stole the Gary puppet.
Right.
Oh. And when I think back...
That was the best.
I get so angry at myself because the Gary puppet was... Everyone saw it on TV and it was a big deal, and I asked, could I bring it to an appearance? And you said, okay.
Right.
And then you guys came up with the idea. And what happened was I had it in the store, and I'm so stupid when I think about it. The owner, who was in cahoots with John, says, you know what, man? We just got this unbelievable stereo system, and you got to hear it. It's in my car. So we go into the guy's car, and he cranks the stereo as loud as it can go.
Right.
My back's to the store. The music is loud. I'm in a soundproof booth.
Right.
And when I come back...
So then we lifted the Gary puppet.
The puppet's gone.
And then Gary comes in. He goes, I lost the Gary puppet.
He agonized all weekend.
Yeah. And I was like, hey, man, I trusted you with the Gary puppet. That's everything to me.
bababooey. Do you know that I actually, one of the guys that was there saw the plates of the car that stole it, gave it to me, and I knew a cop friend who ran the plates, but I didn't recognize the name. It turned out to be like John's assistant's father's car. But I actually ran the plates. I was thinking, if I could get this back before Monday, they're going to be so pissed.
Right. How old are we? Remind me again. That was funny. How about the best plan?
He was angry at John for like 3-4 years.
Yeah. How about the best goof we ever were going to do and never did?
What was that?
Was, Jackie loves that horrible piece of wood that he has in the water.
Oh.
Every summer, Jackie, by his water there, he puts this piece of wood.
Same piece of wood.
Same piece of wood that he loves. He calls it the jetty.
No, Robin calls it.
Whatever.
I wouldn't even know what a jetty is.
Anyway, it's like a little raft wooden thing, but it's big.
It's a piece of wood.
Yeah, it's not little. It's big. It's like a dock, a floating dock.
And Jackie
floated off somebody else's, and Jackie
stole it. Right.
But Jackie loves the jetty so much, there's a party every year to put it in the water and take it out of the water.
Paint it and get the barnacles off it. He treats it like it's a baby.
Exactly.
So Dominic says to me...
There's a whole launching of the jetty.
Dominic says to me, I can get a towboat and tow that goddamn thing out of there.
Big fat prick.
I don't know why we never did it.
But
I'll tell you why he didn't do it, because his loud mouth. He couldn't keep a secret.
Yeah, right. He was like...
The thing is, it happened anyway. Remember the storm that washed the jetty away?
But it would have been better if we'd...
if we actually had it.
And then what we were going to do is send him, like, ransom notes. And, like, we have it.
Send a piece of the jetty.
Yeah, like
Oh, I never heard that part.
Yeah. We were going to send you a note in the mail, like a picture of it.
I would have paid.
Yeah. Here, with, like, a newspaper next to it to show you that it was the date.
$100,000
You know,
burn it.
Whenever you do
We'll
something...
send the jetty back to you in pieces.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and, like, here's a piece of it.
We'll chop it up.
I've been doing a lot of interviews for the CD, and people always saying, what are the things you guys do to break your balls? And the one I always tell them about is the real doll. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was good.
They delivered the real doll, and I had Einstein.
That was good.
Live girl inside there.
That was great.
I was waiting for that.
got all of us.
The real doll is something we were going to have sex with. And then Jackie, when they delivered it, had a real girl put in there. And I'm looking at the thing, and I go... I was like, wow, it looks really real. And all of a sudden, she got up out of the box, and I freaked. I freaked.
I was scared you were going to have a...
Well, I'll tell you what ended all practical jokes around here. So after John stole the Gary puppet, I had to get him back. So I put a hidden camera in the green room and I fired him. And he curled into the fetal position. So in order to get me back, which we just ran our best of recently, he had our stockbroker call me and tell me that he lost all our money. And then I said, that's it, we got to stop. Yeah, this is crazy.
Escalating out of control.
This is going crazy.
Even Kathy, our sister, goes, you know, it was funny, but now you're like firing people.
Yeah, right. You're firing people, you're losing their money. It was weird.
One of these days is going to get real. Somebody's going to have a heart attack.
Unbelievable. Yeah, Carl, you're on the air.
Yeah, wasabi.
Wasabi.
Hey, Howard, my friend Joey Boots was at the Jackie the Joke Man CD signing, and he said only like 20 people showed up in the first hour.
Yeah.
It was really sad. Hey, when Jackie's... Huh?
I'm glad I didn't lie.
Hey,
he came clean, he told us.
Yeah.
When I saw Jackie's F. Jackie come out, I got on the computer right away and downloaded the whole thing through Napster.
Oh, you bitch. That's why nobody showed up.
I was wondering if I can bring my computer down to his next signing and have him sign it.
That's funny.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
You suck, but that's funny.
See, you hate Napster, right, man? People get that stuff for free.
How do you feel about it as an artist?
What can you do? You can't fight it.
But are you for it, or...
Jackie, you should be like Metallica, file a lawsuit.
Get the names.
Yeah.
Or else have them sponsor a tour. You know.
I think it's wrong.
It is wrong, but, you know, you can't do... What?
You can't fight
progress. If you shut them down, somebody else is going to do it.
Yeah.
Here's Dominic Barber. He knows of another prank.
Does anyone remember Gary's wedding, what we did with Scott?
Yeah, what did we do? Oh, that was good. That was good. That was a good one.
That was me.
I forgot about that. Jackie set that one up.
And what we did was we all agreed that not to use the word bababooey during the wedding because, you know, it's embarrassing. And all his family is there, his relatives, and we're all so proud of Gary. And so Jackie and I go over to Scott and say, listen, Scott, here's what you do. You go up and get on the microphone, and you start to chant, bababooey, bababooey. We'll get up and we'll all start chanting it. So Scott gets up, gets on the microphone, and he starts chanting bababooey, and no one else says a word.
That was the best. That was the best.
That was what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Gary was like, whatever you do, Scott, don't, you know, do any of your idiot stuff. And
that was the
Scott
best.
That he had to do hands up.
Yeah, that was good.
Just, douche joke.
Thanks, Don.
I move on Scott all night at Gary's wedding.
I had asked Scott to behave because I'd been to Mike Angie's graduation party where Scott was handing out Hawaiian leis, sunglasses, doing trains, singing hands up, doing hot, hot, hot. I was asked him to please do none of that at my wedding.
Right.
Like 3 lays around his neck.
So meanwhile, we got Scott to get up and do hands up. We told him that.
Overwhelming request.
Yeah.
You got to do it, Scott.
Hey, Susan, you're on the air.
I saw George Bush on Oprah yesterday.
Oh yeah, you know I'll get a tape of it. I didn't watch it.
I didn't either. I completely
Oh my
forgot.
God!
I was on the phone.
He looks like a bad used car salesman.
Yeah, well, you know everybody who goes on Oprah now.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we have a tape of it here. We could play some of it, but
I checked.
yeah, everyone who goes on Oprah has to sort of like be sensitive and warm and do fuzzy. First of all, if I was a woman, I'd be insulted. It's like women aren't interested in politics. They're interested in if he's a good man.
Have you ever? What's your the most embarrassing moment?
Yeah, I mean,
like
that's important
Or
for
have
the.
you ever been afraid?
Yeah, give me a break. And then, of course, George W. Bush, to outdo Al Gore, starts crying. Hey, you got to hear this. It won't make people forget the Al and Tipper Gore kiss, but George W. Bush gave his own display of affection yesterday, tearing up as he discussed his wife's bravery on the Oprah Winfrey Show. And we know what his wife's bravery was? She had a baby.
Oh, my God.
That's her bravery. You know, a lot of women do that. So how does that make him a president? It was W's turn on the popular talk show, and the Republican presidential candidate, down as much as 20 points to Gore among women in recent polls, put his warm, loving, and sensitive side on display to the show's 7 million, mostly female viewers. The Texas governors, it says women will only vote for a guy that they think is a nice guy. That's what it says. Like, you know what? There was a major thing that happened yesterday. Clinton opened up trade agreements with China. That's what's important.
If that's all women will vote for, take the vote.
The Texas governor's posture shifted between easygoing and a bit wary as host Oprah Winfrey probed to reveal the real man. Yeah, right. That's going to happen in an hour.
That was a good ploy on his part.
Winfrey asked Bush to recall a time you needed forgiveness. He said 3 times. When my heart turns dark, when I'm jealous, or when I'm spiteful. That's like, hey. That's like, hey, women,
She asked him when.
Right. I'm like, Jesus.
And he said now.
Wait, so she goes, well, I'm looking for specifics. And he goes, I know you are, but I'm running for president. And because the audience laughed, it was a home run.
Yeah.
It was fine.
It's better not to give specifics.
Bush then had to talk about his decision to swear off alcohol on his 40th birthday. He goes, not only was my wife Laura losing patience, it was beginning to compete for my affections. In other words, here's a guy who's out of control.
He was an alcoholic.
Yeah, but I don't care.
You know what he said? He said he believes in accountability.
Right. The emotional peak came as he described the day his wife was flown to a Dallas hospital from West Texas during the difficult pregnancy that produced their twin daughters. She said, these babies are going to be born healthy. This is like, hey, look how much I love my wife.
Yeah, but he's also acting as if his wife made sure the babies were born healthy. They just happened to be born healthy.
Yeah, right. She lucked out. I'm kind of tearing up about it a little bit because it was such a powerful statement by a mother who said, these children will come to be.
Yeah, and if they'd come not to be, that would have been okay, too.
That would have been another story.
Whatever works.
Bush thought hard as Winfrey led him through a list of his favorite things. Peanut butter and jelly on white bread. That's cute. That's cute to women.
Yeah, that's related.
He's a little boy. He's a little boy.
Right.
But then she asked him his favorite song because that's important to know what a president's favorite song is.
You got to know what music he listens to.
Yeah. Wake Up Little Susie by Buddy Holly, he answered. And, of course, Buddy Holly didn't write Wake Up Little Susie. So how much of a favorite song could it be? You kind of know who wrote your most favorite song. So.
Wait a minute.
But then he did correct himself and said, Everly Brothers. Everly Brothers.
A friend of mine told me that Alec Baldwin is leaving the country if George Bush is elected president.
Well, that's why I would vote for George W. Bush. And now there's a whole controversy with that.
Yeah, they don't know who said it.
Yesterday, the guy in the Daily News said, no, Alec Baldwin called, said he never said that. Then today, on page 6, they're saying Alec Baldwin did say it to his wife. It's a whole who cares?
Well, first he said...
My friend said he saw them, and he said that Kim Basinger was with him, and she said, well, if he leaves, I have to leave, too.
Yeah, she did say that.
Yeah, but they were probably joking. It's become real serious.
Yeah, it's become a serious issue. Yeah, go ahead.
I heard, actually, the guy from Pearl Jam, Eddie Vedder, he actually said that.
There you go. Eddie Vedder's going to leave. Then I'm voting for George W. Also, George W. Bush has some sort of problem. He's like the king of malaprops.
He fumfers all this.
He fumfers all the time and screws up. What is that called? A malapropism?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, I am a person who recognizes the fallacy of humans. Of course, he meant fallibility. It's not a fallacy.
It's not, humans aren't fake. They're not a rumor.
And, anyway, so, I don't know. Of course, Bush spokeswoman Karen Hughes called his Oprah appearance a home run. That's his spokesperson. What's she going to say? It's not a home run?
He sucked.
Well, why would you ask her?
Really effed up.
It's a home run. His humor, his warmth, and love of family came through. There's a whole book of stuff Bush has said that makes no sense. You're thinking he might have, dyslexia.
Or,
got crossed eyes.
Yeah, hey, Gary, give me that book.
Deficit disorder.
Gary got a whole book he gave me yesterday. Oh, here, I got it. I was reading it yesterday, and it's kind of funny. Here's some stuff George W. Bush has said. I understand small business growth. I was one. It's pretty funny. Yeah, he's got a bunch of them. It's clearly a budget. It's got a lot of numbers in it. Okay. That's another quote. Wait, he's got a
Casey Stengel of politics.
There's not going to be enough people in the system to take advantage of people like me. I don't know what that is. All right, here he is. I've never been a long-term planner about anything. I have lived my life with more of a short-term focus. That's kind of a bizarre statement. Wait, but there's ones that are really weird. I know it's hard. I know how hard it is for you to put food on your families. Said that in New Hampshire.
You have a food fight.
All right. Wait, let's see. I'll give you a couple more. I think I'm just thumbed through the book. This one's so confusing. Let's see if you can follow this. The only thing that I can tell you is that every case I have reviewed, I have been comfortable with the innocence or guilt of the person that I've looked at. I do not believe we've put a guilty, innocent person to death in the state of Texas. Okay. Then he said... Oh, this one's really bad. Some of them are real long. Boring for radio. Here you go. Okay. This is not my first trip to this incredible land called Silicon Valley. It's my first trip as President of the United States. Soon to be President of the United States. That's what he said. Some of these kind of sucky. Gee, the ones I read yesterday were real funny. I wish I could find them.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, just a couple of views.
Yeah.
It just sounds like he's bored.
Yeah.
Too bored to even pay attention to what he's saying.
Yeah, like he's hearing it for the first time himself.
Right. Let me see. I think we agree the past is over. That's his meeting with John McCain.
I
don't
agree
know.
with that.
There's a bunch of them. I don't know.
I agree with that.
He evidently screws up a lot like Quayle did. But I don't even care about that. Some guys could be a real good manager without having to have a command of the English language, but...
And some guys can just be a figurehead and have a bunch of great people under them.
You think Oprah's the first black broad he ever kissed?
Well, it looks that way to me in the paper.
See, that would have been yeah, it didn't look like he was digging it that much.
It is the story.
It is the story, right?
You know.
Baby.
Wipe his lips off.
Oprah, I never kissed a black broad before.
God damn.
Are my lips brown now?
You one of the good ones.
Should I wipe my mouth?
You people can dance.
It's just irrelevant how well George...
I want you for a dance partner. You're the only one here with rhythm.
It's irrelevant how well George W. Bush gets along with Oprah. It's just irrelevant. I don't even care.
I don't understand why all of a sudden it becomes like you have to sit and talk to Oprah to get elected.
Yeah.
When
did
that happen?
I don't know. Oprah's got the whole thing locked up, man. She got everything locked up.
What the hell is going on?
How'd she do that? She became the whole important thing.
Like she's president.
Yeah.
Like she appoints the president.
Every girl I know, though, loves Oprah. Oh, my God. They all love him. Every woman I meet. Oh, I love Oprah.
Somebody said to me the other day, you don't read Oprah?
To the magazine.
Oh, my God.
Someone was telling us, I was with you.
Yeah.
Someone was telling us, Marta was telling us. At dinner, that Oprah magazine, you can't even get it on the newsstand.
Marta and Mindy, they're big Oprah fans.
I know.
Oh, boy.
I go, what do you mean? I go, we read the magazine. We try to understand it. They go, what don't you understand? I go, I understand there's only ads in there. I don't see any content. Oh, there's tons of content.
There's tons of content.
She tells you how to do stuff. I said, you got to be kidding me.
It's a great magazine, and each one sells out faster than the last one.
I'll give you a tip if you're a guy. If you want to get laid, just say you like Oprah. Women love that. That means you're a nice guy.
Start that fight.
Just say, I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I love Oprah.
No, but I don't tell anyone.
Oh,
but I have a subscription.
It's sensitive. Oh, good. I'm going to get laid. Unbelievable.
Have the magazine lying around your apartment.
I have a subscription.
Carry the cards with her thought of the day.
Anyway, thanks for the call. All right. Mick, you're on the air.
Hey, cool, man. You know, you guys are talking all this week about people not thinking you're drinking, right?
Right.
On the show. Well, I don't get I don't get to see the show because everybody's lame around here and they don't carry it. But anyhow, isn't there some sort of law that says you can't have alcohol on camera? Anyhow, you can't consume it. So, like, if you were drinking, you're drinking off camera, and maybe it didn't look real on camera.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Robin said everyone was shown drinking.
Everyone was shown drinking.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, cool, man. I wish I could see it.
All right, well, don't miss the drunk shows live from backstage at the MTV Video Music Awards all this week on E, because at this point in the week, now that it's going to be Wednesday night, we're really loaded.
Yeah, lots of drinks have been had.
Yeah. And let me mention the Saturday syndicated TV show for those of you who don't realize it. We're back in our new season. It's our third season on Saturday nights. And this week, it's some cool stuff. Porn star Houston. Remember when she came in here and had her labias reduced in an operation?
She was auctioning that off. I wonder if anybody actually bought those.
I can't believe somebody would, but she comes in here and she actually shows on TV her labias.
Yeah, it was the unveiling, actually.
Yeah, it's not blocked out or anything. You'll see they're in a plastic display. It's the sickest goddamn thing you'll ever see. Also, a classic fight, Insane Clown Posse fighting with their own film director. Remember that?
Oh, that's right. Last time they were here.
Also, during the song parody contest, remember the guy who performed Those Teeth live?
Yeah. Broke into song.
We got that. You can see all the song parody winners. It's great fun. The Vaginosis game, enough said about that. Just check it out and see what I mean. Mila the Porn Star. Also, a new segment, Strange Behaviors of the Rich and Famous, featuring comedian Jamie Foxx and his private parts.
Oh, boy.
And Paulina's on, too, for the Poontang crowd, wants to see somebody good looking. Scott the Engineer and Gary in a new fight.
With Scott, right?
Live performance of Stone Temple Pilots and Gary Garver at the Emmys with Rudy from Survivor, which is all time.
We got our Survivor
That's right.
A couple of them.
Yeah, we got a lot of them.
Yeah.
It's great. Hey, Tom, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, Howard, have you ever seen that gay guy on TV on the Metro Channel doing the Fashion Week thing?
No.
No, don't get that.
It's funny.
Yeah, they always have to have a gay guy do it because what I don't think there are any straight guys into fashion.
No.
As far as I know.
Not a whole lot.
So and also now they try to get like wacky gay guys.
There's a guy named Christopher Lowell. Have you seen him?
Do you know he's gay?
The guy on the Discovery Channel.
He's on TLC or Discovery Channel, but he does a home decorating show.
That dude's flaming.
Oh, he is just amazing.
Well, I've never seen the show, so let me just go on record as saying sometimes people seem flaming, but they're not gay.
I don't know what his sexual, but he's like, okay, today we're going to go. And he's always dressing up in costume and going, don't you just love this? We are, and it's so easy. We're going to put up those curtains and we're not going to sew a thing.
What's up, Gary?
Howard, the guy is bald and he's got the neatest trimmed beard I've ever seen. Meticulously trimmed beard.
Right.
And he goes, we're going to take our router and we're going to go right around the edges here just like this is, and it's going to be great.
That's good.
It's like people tune in just to see how gay he is, not even the content.
But it's an audience full of women and him, and it's the funniest thing.
Well, there you go. And on the gay front, Melissa Etheridge and her gal pal call it quits. It's all about the babies now.
They got to take care of the kids so they'll remain friends.
That's nice.
What does that mean?
They're like a real couple. They got the kids. Move over Ellen and Ann. Another famous lesbian couple is calling it quits. Rock superstar Melissa Etheridge and director Julie Cypher. Director, what she directed?
That video. That
Her videos.
They broke up the marriage.
Oh.
That's where they met.
Oh, I see. Julie Cypher's a video director?
Yeah.
She was married to Lou Diamond Phillips. And all of a sudden woke up one day and realized she was into chicks.
Well, she saw Melissa Etheridge and lost it.
Yeah. The breakup comes after 8 months after the happy couple announced that legendary rocker David Crosby had secretly fathered their 2 kids. Here's the statement. With the utmost of love and respect for one another, we have decided to separate. The former lovebird said in a terse statement, as committed parents, our top priority continues to be what is in the best interest of our children. Just like a heterosexual couple.
Yeah, but see, the thing that bothers me is these kids aren't that old. So this relationship was falling apart when they started having kids.
Yeah. Well, maybe it was an attempt to keep them together.
Well, that's a stupid attempt.
Well, that's what married couples do. They're like, hey, maybe the baby can bring us some happiness.
Maybe we need kids.
Yeah. What kids are supposed to do, bring happiness. It's like, hey, kids, where's the happiness? Seems like more misery.
the kids will live with Cypher.
Yes. Well,
the biological mom.
Right. And Melissa Etheridge will be the dad. She'll get to visit. Great. It's not hard enough being a kid. In a related story, I'm sure, Lou Diamond Phillips is laughing his ass off.
Don't you think these kids are going to say, Mom, why does that woman keep visiting?
Yeah, right.
Who is that woman?
I don't know who she is. Your father's David Crosby. Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Why do we have to go to the park with that woman?
You don't, kids. She has no right to you.
Wow. That's Aunt Daddy.
Right. By the way, tomorrow's show, Colt 40 Feinberg is coming out of retirement.
Wait a minute.
Right.
Hold it.
Yeah.
What happened? He retired just 2 months ago.
2 weeks ago, Colt 40 Feinberg was on our show. He retired. He retired the character Colt 40 Feinberg. He's announcing tomorrow that he's coming out of retirement.
Who is he, the Rolling Stones of comedy?
Hey, he's coming out of retirement.
That was supposed to be the last performance.
I told you I didn't believe him.
What is he, 32 years old?
Right. Coming soon, Dennis Rodman. I can't wait for that. He's always a great guest. Magic Johnson. Can't wait for him to get here.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a long time.
Yeah, I want to know what's going on with him. He's the healthiest looking guy I ever saw with AIDS.
Oh, he had AIDS.
Pamela Anderson and Bill Maher is going to stop by.
Funny man.
I don't know if he's funny, but I'll tell you one thing. He gets more poontang.
That's what's funny.
I've never seen a guy who looks like that.
Have you seen him with those dates? He's a riot.
It's a riot. They tower over him.
And they're absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. What's up? I wish he'd bring them all in.
The best story was the girl he drove to the hospital when he was breaking up with.
That's right. Because she wasn't going to be able to handle it.
Oh, that's...
Hey, Kathy, you're on the air.
Oh, that's Carthy.
Oh, Carthy?
Yeah.
Kathy. Sorry. What's up, Carthy?
No, I was just watching the David Letterman show on TV last night, and Kathy Lee Gifford was on. And I always thought she was, like, really ugly. But then he gave her this water ski as a prize, and she kind of, like, got up on it, and she straddled it. She looked really hot.
She straddled the what?
The water ski, like a water ski.
A jet ski?
Yeah, jet ski.
Oh,
jet ski.
Because
Yeah.
a water ski, I'm not going to straddle.
How do you straddle a water ski? Well, no, she's, listen, there ain't a guy in my audience who wouldn't bang her.
Yeah.
She's a lot better looking than most of the chicks we'll ever get, right?
Yeah, I guess. But, I mean, it's like, she seems to me like a girl who was really pretty when she was young, but then now she's aged, and it's like, what do you want with, like, a old girl like that? I guess if you're married to her, but...
Yeah, but there's still a little bit
Just a drop left.
of good looking. You know what I mean? Like, you look at the legs and they don't look bad, and if she really pulls it together and puts a lot of makeup on, she's not that bad.
Like a vintage car.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you kind of make the lights low,
It's the ninth inning.
she's a home run. She's a Playboy playmate.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that last
You know,
week.
you could still see the semblance of a good-looking chick there. The remnants. Vestige.
Well, it's almost like, that essence of life. You got a drop of it left. You know,
Yeah.
that young girls have, the beautiful young girls.
What was she promoting, that new album of hers?
Yeah,
Did she
I
sing?
didn't really watch the interview. I was flipping from the E-show,
Yeah.
and so I kind of caught the end of it, but I saw, she was, I just saw the end. She says, I have a new CD.
It's her pop album.
She drives me as crazy as she drives you.
Yeah.
He didn't let her sing? Oh, dear.
No.
Should have sang one of those new pop songs. I would love to see that.
And, because she's got to do a whole production and have dancing and all kinds of stuff to go along with it.
Because there's one song where it sounds like the veins in her neck are going to pop out. She's straining. She's really selling the song. It's that country song.
The Shania Twain ripoff.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard you guys playing that.
Heartache.
I want to see her dance around to it. I'd have her on the show. I'd love to have her perform a song. Love it. Hey, speaking of songs, when are the Losers taking on another celebrity band? I think we're taking on Doug Flutie's band.
When is that? Because you guys haven't
they
even
haven't
talked
called us back yet. Doug can only do this on a Tuesday morning, and he just hasn't found an open date yet.
Hey, was he scared?
No, he's playing football.
Oh.
Did I miss you guys play what was his name?
Tupac, yeah.
Did we play Tupac?
Oh, I must have missed it. Who won?
We did. We kicked his ass.
Did he sing that one song that you guys were playing like over and over, and it was like, I don't remember the words, but it was like some like weird artsy
Hurdy-gurdy man.
What?
Are you talking about Tim's song or our song?
Hurdy-gurdy man we played. Not by much, but we won.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
It isn't that much better, but it's better.
But at least we're not going around saying we're good.
The interesting thing is, you have a job. this is like all he does that in his Star Trek show.
Yeah.
And you're busy and like you don't even have time to practice. I don't want to seem like I'm kissing your ass, but
yeah, no.
You make a perfect point.
Yeah, we know we suck.
And everybody you play is probably not going to have like some other job.
We got to take on Russell Crowe's band. He won't come in here and play his band.
Russell Crowe has a band.
Yeah.
Do you have his music?
Yeah.
Where's his music? I've never heard that.
I was at a party at the guy's house. He gave me a copy of the CD. He's all proud of it.
Yeah, he says he's serious.
I actually went to the dude's house. He was renting a house in Los Angeles, and he had a party. And
he seems to me like a guy who can be really serious if he wants.
Mary McCormick took me to a party at his house because Mary knows Russell from doing a movie with him.
Uh-huh.
And she says, "You want to go to this party?" I said, "Sure." Like Meatloaf was there. A lot of folks were there. And the music was jacked.
But it was his music. Was he playing?
No.
Somebody else's music.
No, he took me upstairs, gave me a tour of the house. He was renting the house. Went up there and he had a whole big box full of his CDs. Nice enough guy and everything, but I was like, oh no, not you. You got a band too?
A box full of CDs?
Yeah.
How many cuts did he make?
There was about 5 tracks on this CD.
Well, I know that I think they have 4 albums this year.
Yeah. It wasn't the first time they made an album. So, and he's all serious about it. And I just went, oh man, this guy seemed pretty cool. And god damn, got a band. And he's taking it seriously? Like Dog Star. I want to take on Keanu Reeves' band.
Get in here. Oh.
I want to beat all of them.
Those Russell Crowe, Keanu Reeves, they're not going to take you on because you beat them and it'll, like, ruin their...
Well, yeah, it'll ruin their head.
Yeah, that's why Kevin Bacon will come in.
Yeah, we will beat the Bacon Brothers. I like Kevin. He comes in here all the time, but he won't play us. But Doug Flutie...
If you thought you were such a great musician, wouldn't you take on the Losers?
Right. Yeah, we suck. We know we suck. Hey,
I know Stone Temple Pilots isn't afraid of the Losers.
Right. Doug Flutie, man. Doug Flutie's going to come in here with a band. Hey, how about that? Hey, let's hear it for these kids who are joining the Anus. Hey, come on out here. I love that. All right, on the phone is a guy named Gary Namey. Who is Gary Namey? Gary Namey is a guy who wrote a book called The Bully at Work. Everybody here accuses me of being a bully. They say the only person I don't bully is you. Gary figures because you laid down the law early to me, so I can't bully you.
Or I'm as big a bully as you.
Yeah. I think you could out-bully me, quite frankly.
You always say that, but I think you're worse.
Well, I'm the front man. I'm always the guy who's in charge of the office and everything, so I have to bully everyone around.
You get to bully.
You get to play good guy.
That was a Freudian slip.
Yeah.
I get to bully.
Hey, Gary.
Hey, how are you?
The new book is called The Bully at Work. I know the guys say I'm a bully at work, but...
You don't feel like a bully. Huh?
No, because, Gary, what are you supposed to do if they don't listen?
If they don't listen, it depends how... Wait a minute. Before you go anyway, Howard, you got it right in the news. What you got there is when those 2 Siamese twins grow up,
yeah,
you got the bully joined at the proper place with their executive sponsor. So that they're never going to be separable. That's exactly what it's like at work. It's the way we see it. Somebody complains about him, and then they can never get peace.
Gary, leave the jokes to me. What is that noise?
I couldn't even hear what he was saying.
I know. I think, Gary, we got a bad phone line, dude.
We do.
Yeah, do you hear that noise?
I hear you clearly. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like... Every minute there's something on the line that keeps going...
No gas on my end.
Let me think. Wait, I think I got a way I could fix it. Hold on. All right, let's see if it's gone now.
How's that?
No.
We got a bad phone connection.
Let me see.
He's it.
Damn, listen to that
That's
thing.
funny.
Sounds like Siamese twins farting.
Sounds like you two are...
But only half as bad as it could be.
Tell you what, you want me to hang up and call you back?
All right.
Gary, can you hook... Gary Dell'Abate, can you hook that up, please? All right, hang up, okay?
All right.
We'll call you right back.
Talk to you soon. Yeah, because I couldn't even listen to what he was saying.
I got news for you. It wasn't that good. He was making some kind of joke about the anuses.
Really?
We got the only show where there's a constant interruption.
And you wonder why you're a bully.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you something. Should I yell at people or not? You tell me. You tell me. All right, let's try it again. Gary.
All right, how's that sound, Howard?
Hey, Gary, how about I go yell at the engineering department? Because every time I'm on the phone, I have a problem.
I heard your montage before the break. Outstanding work. Outstanding work. They're not getting it right. Is that what you're telling me, Howard?
We sent a bunch of tapes to you of me yelling at the crew, which isn't exactly fair because sometimes I'm brought to my boiling point.
And maybe he has a right to yell.
Yeah, what am I supposed to do?
I would imagine the bully is the guy who has no reason to be going off like that.
That's right. That's right, Robin. That's right.
And by the way, Gary, I got to tell you something in my own defense. The choice I always have is either be nice to the guys or fire them. And to me, I'd rather yell than fire a guy. Because I try to be loyal and I try to, but...
How much of a bully is that?
And Gary always yells back at me.
I hear that. I hear that. We do have that clip of Gary where he really goes on and on and on. There's no doubt about that.
Right.
So they don't even feel like they can't talk back.
I got to tell you guys, you're a special dysfunctional family.
Right.
And so it's a different kind of a workplace. It's like a family business,
Right.
And you're just, and you're Papa. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, and I don't even want to be.
And I don't know about that, Howard. This is my point.
And by the way, you say something in your book that's true. The way I yell at Gary is the way my father yelled at me.
That's true.
That's where you learn it. My father used to humiliate me and scream at me and tell me I was an idiot and a moron, and I'd never be able to make money. And I don't think
we have to look too deep for the origins there. Even
Freud. I even sound like him when I yell.
Yeah.
But let's face it, you are what you eat.
Howard, if I could tell Gary, if I could say to Gary, what upsets me is I'm not upset. I'll never say that I didn't do anything wrong. I think I'm upset that it's when Howard yells at me on the air, it's the equivalent of a boss taking his employee out in front of the whole office.
Right.
When you have the opportunity to yell at him behind closed doors or in front of everybody, I feel like I'm being yelled at in front of the whole office.
That's what embarrasses you.
Yeah, that's
so
that's
Gary
the only
says,
thing you object to.
Well, you know what? If those conversations, if Howard wanted to yell at me and call me names in private, it would be a whole different story. It would be.
That's hard, but it's not fun.
He could never do that.
That's not fun.
Well, you've yelled at me in front of the whole office.
You do, John. So Gary's a bully.
No, at times I have it, and there's times where I call John in.
Hey guys, I think what you have is what everybody else has in their behind closed doors meetings, but you just do it on air.
Right. At least I'm honest about it.
Yeah, but you know what it is, Gary? The problem with Howard is that Howard won't just yell at you. He'll call you a loser. He'll say you are worth nothing.
You are. I'm being honest.
You guys call him an a-hole.
You call me an a-hole. You tell me I have a big nose.
We got that on tape.
That's right. That's after years of abuse. It wasn't like, no, really. It's not like
started that right away.
No, it's not like the first time you ever yelled at me, I ever yelled back at you. And the other thing that hurts is when you tell people that I'm nobody and I'm nothing, and without you I'd be nothing, and the day that you quit, I will, crumble.
You will.
And fall into nothing.
You will.
My family will be out on the street.
That's right.
But see, that's me.
What will you do when I leave?
I don't know. I have some ideas, but I don't want to share them with you.
What would you do?
I don't want to share them with you because I'm afraid you'll use them against me.
No, I won't use it against you. What would you do?
Is this Gary?
Yeah.
Gary, quit. Gary,
yeah.
You're not going to get your needs met by Howard on air.
Right. Stop turning to me. I'm not your daddy. You're here to work.
No.
Can we talk?
Yes.
You need your needs met somewhere else.
Right.
Whatever your proclivity is. Because, listen, it's like a raw wound. I don't want you opening up like this because it hurts. It hurts to hear.
You know what it is? He keeps turning to me to be the parents he doesn't have.
That's right.
And I'm like, love me,
Howard,
Dad.
you're not too far off on that. That's scary.
I know.
Howard, but then you're also acting... You're getting yourself in a situation that you were in with your father.
That's right.
And you keep trying to, control that.
Shut up.
Get out of the parent-child thing, you guys. Get out of the parent-child thing.
All I want is perfection for my workers.
It just would be nice if there was some balance.
I'm not saying I'm perfect.
Can we stop there? Howard, there's the key. There's the key. Howard.
I can do it better.
There it is, Robin. He said it. All I want is perfection, and he wants it from everybody else.
Right.
Just in the time I've talked with Benji about this segment.
Oh, he's a whole nother.
No,
I'm not going off on Benji.
Right.
Right now. What I'm saying is because of that perfectionism, and as you talk about, you got a clip where you're with Gary, and you're talking about type A and type B.
Yeah.
Gary is type B.
We ought to run that because I think there's a lot in there that's autobiographical, Howard.
All right. Why don't I run it right now, and you can tell me when to stop it.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. This is Howard and Gary argue.
Clip one.
All right. Clip one. Here we go. You can hear this too. Bababooey missed a lot of the bets.
No, I didn't. What else did I miss?
I bet a couple of people I gave him 14 points.
Yeah, I know he had a 14.
Even though it's a push, but I made a bunch of bets.
There were lots of bets, and we have to say, I definitely bet. Jackie just threw it out there.
No, you know what it is? You're type B, and type B people are sluggish and don't care. I would have been, if I was the guy in charge, I would have been so anal retentive. I would have said, okay, stop. You bet what?
I was saying that. You guys don't listen to me.
Well, I don't know. No,
you want to hear that?
No, you're...
I go, whoa, wait a minute.
You're type B.
You're type B.
Yeah. And you know what a type A does? He goes back and listens to the tape and checks his work.
Yeah. We had it. We went over all the bets, even on the air. I said, okay, we're all set.
Type A goes because you missed them. You missed bets.
How could we have gone over all the bets and if that bet didn't get in and nobody questioned?
You can listen to this bet.
A type A goes back and checks the tape.
Listen to the bet.
Or a type A says one of the interns, go back and check all my work.
I don't think I'm a type A, and I don't care.
I know you're
type
not.
A because you're a type A hole.
No, you're not a type A. See, Gary, you guys are nasty.
There you go. Now look here. Now look here. What you got?
I was trying to teach
him.
him.
It's almost like the Popeye complex. Remember that? I am what I am. What I am. That's all that I am.
That's right.
Now, a lot of bullies. Now here, I got to tell you, Howard. A lot of bullies come right out with, "That's who I am. Live with it." In a way, that's what you're declaring right there in that tape.
That's right.
You're saying, "Hey, that's me. That's how I am.
That's it.
I've got anus in me. N-E-S-S.
I have anus.
However you take it.
What is working for a person?
Huh?
What is working for a person?
Oh,
Take
interesting.
a job with
I don't
the
know.
person.
Well,
That's
we worry if Gary gets hurt, but I'm not sure Gary's getting hurt. This is my issue. See, for bullying, we're really worried if this person gets hurt. We get real people, not
right. I know the difference. I allowed Gary
and everything.
I allowed Gary in any argument to sit there and berate me as well.
You do. I know. I'm hearing that, and that is really atypical. Nobody does that.
That's right. He has equal say. I don't say I'm the big boss man. I allow Gary to.
Well, no,
I don't fire him for calling me an a-hole.
You do threaten to fire him, and that.
I threaten to fire him, but I never do, and he knows that. He's safe.
Well, no, because
Gary threatens to walk, and he never does.
No, Gary's been afraid of being fired. I mean,
I have.
You know,
you have.
No, I have. I have been. Not recently.
But haven't you almost walked off the show?
Not really. It's just. I really haven't ever almost walked off the show.
It's my football. It's my game.
In fact, I'd like to point out that of all the people in this room, I'm the only one who hasn't walked off the show.
You told us you were quitting. I'll quit.
You
Just
left,
fire me.
Fred left, and Jackie left.
Right.
Well, somebody has trouble keeping promises. Is that right, Rob?
What? I never said I was walking off. I said I'm leaving right now. I'll come back when I'm calm.
And then you locked the door.
So why'd you come back?
Well, in that clip, Howard, you say it's genetics, and there's a heck of a lot to that.
Yes.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you credit for being straight and direct and honest about saying who you are, because most of these deceptive... Look, we got 4 bully types. You're a screamer at times. You are a constant critic, I think, mostly. But you are not a two-headed snake, which is the most common type.
Thank you, Doctor.
Because they're backstabbers, Jekyll and Hyde liars, and you do not do that.
No. Howard puts it all on the line. I don't think he does anything behind your back. He tells you exactly what he does to you.
What's the 4th type?
Oh, gatekeeper. There's the one. That's the one that hoards everything they need, Robin. Anything they need to succeed, and they make sure they don't get it. But I don't think he does that. Don't know.
And by the way, while Howard is the first two, Robin is the two-headed snake.
Whoa. What did she do?
She tells you things to say about us, or she tells you things because she doesn't want to be the bad person.
Right.
I mean, you haven't done it in a while, but Robin doesn't want to be the bad person, but... Since you have the balls, you will say it to me where she may not have the balls to say it, so she'll tell you things to get her point across through you.
Oh,
he's out of his mind.
So you're the two-headed snake, and what am I?
How dare he?
I'm the rat fink.
No, you're just a constant critic. It's that perfectionism.
Let me tell you something, Gary.
Yeah.
Just help the people out here, because you got a new book. I'll give you a plug in a second. If somebody's really getting bugged at work by a bully,
what do you do?
A boss that's really, creeping you out, but you don't want to give up your job because it's hard to get a job.
Right.
What do? You
got to go bully busting.
Bully busting.
And the whole point there is you got to make, first of all, they got to have a boss. You don't have a boss. You may have, on paper, some sort of corporate entity, but you're the boss. You're the man.
Right.
So, but in most people, they always have a boss. No, actually, you're like working at for the gang, it's like working at 7-Eleven.
All right, but take a guy. Forget about these. Forget about these people here. Forget about these people here. Here's a guy. He's been working for a company 15 years.
Real company.
Real company. It's going on behind closed doors. Your boss is busting your balls. He's berating you. He's yelling at you. What do you do?
That's right. You got to make the business. You got to go 2 levels above, and you got to learn to make the business case the bully's too expensive to keep. You remember why they held on to Bobby Knight so long?
Why?
Because he brought in so much money. Remember, that's the whole thing. He's worth too much to the university.
Right.
In this case, you got to say, you're a liability. You're a loose cannon. You're going to cost us lawsuit after lawsuit.
And what if you make that play and it doesn't work?
Then
you walk.
Then you walk
for your health's sake.
All right,
that place is not going to treat you right ever.
All right, this guy's making some sense here. This is Gary Namey. His book is The Bully at Work. And to learn more about the campaign against workplace bullying, go to bullybusters.org.
We could have used him when we worked at NBC. That was a real bully situation.
I thought that pig vomit guy was a classic. unfortunately named Ken, like my bully in my life was, too.
Right.
But, Howard, in a way, you did what he said. You bully busted him because you went 2 levels above him. You went to Randy, not the general manager, but above the general manager. You pled your case, and he bought it.
That's exactly what I did, and also I got some goddamn ratings and said to him, I'm worth more than this guy.
You did.
That's the point.
Right.
That's another great point, Howard. The people who get targeted in real world are usually the most ethical and the most competent. They're really good. They're good people. They don't pick on weak people. That playground stuff ends at the playground. In the workplace, it's only the good people.
Yeah, because they're jealous and conniving.
They feel threatened.
Can I ask Robin?
And by the way, it had a happy ending. We got fired after we did that. All right, listen, bullybusters.org. Go to there, and Gary Namey is the name, and his book is called The Bully at Work, okay? So you can get all that information at bullybusters.org. Hey, thanks, Gary.
Thanks, Howard.
All right, man. That's Gary.
You know, he was going to bring up a point, which I'm curious about. He says it seems as if Robin's bully-proof.
No, we talked about that.
Yeah.
We got to that. You didn't hear that part.
I feel better.
Yeah, now that you've called me a two-headed snake, you should.
And the guy's right. He says that I'm a good guy.
And well, then obviously, since I'm the victim, I'm very competent and very good.
No, you're the one.
No.
You're a problem.
The guy was absolutely right. This is like 7-Eleven. This is the kind of help we get.
Right.
I don't think that's what he meant at all.
I do.
That's how you interpreted it?
Yes.
He said you got some, lazy B-type personalities that you have to motivate.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
But now I get it.
Yeah. All right, we got to take a break. Congratulations to Gary. That backfired.
Why'd you brought that guy in?
He was looking for some sympathy.
I want another one.
We got to take a break. When we come back, let's do the news.
All right.
Okay, bye.
The Howard Stern Show.
Hey, Gary, it's the Queef girl. I seen Robin on Jeopardy, and she was awesome. This is for her.
News. Scott Einziger went to the Betsy Johnson Playboy model fashion show yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that was last night.
Yeah. It was a bad night. It was raining. Did a lot of people show up?
Yeah, well, the rain died down by that time.
Oh, it did.
Packed. But let me set the scene. Last night, Betsy Johnson's fashion show, was not the regular supermodels.
Right.
Like we saw Giselle and Frankie or whoever that is.
Right.
It was Playboy Playmates.
Right.
So it was packed with extra guys, extra guy viewers.
Horny guys, yeah.
So
I'm glad I didn't go.
Well, here's the thing. Here's my comment for you. I know you were concerned about being a lech at the Luca Luca show.
Right.
Last night was the center of the lech universe.
So you weren't there.
I mean, it was highly sexually charged, the room.
Really?
Yeah, well, it was Playmates.
Right.
But let me tell you what other celebrities were there. Donald Trump.
Right.
With his girlfriend. Here was the move. Every guy was with, like, the wife or the girlfriend.
Cool.
So Donald was with his girlfriend. Steven Tyler was there with his wife.
Right.
Cyndi Lauper was there. I'm not sure if she's married or not.
She is.
Okay.
That's married to an actor named David Thornton, who's a real nice guy.
I think he was there.
Yeah.
Paulina and Rick.
Right.
Were there.
Yeah, Rick said he was going to go to that one.
Destiny's Child, which is a band.
Yeah.
See, now there's a good one. I should have gone.
Well,
that sounds like fun, just the audience.
Yeah. Well, everyone felt like afterwards, like speaking to Mindy Herman and Marta, that they felt you should have gone.
Right.
Now, the interesting thing, first of all, there was a lot of boobs falling out of lingerie and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of
let me tell you,
accidental boob showing?
That happened, but let me tell you, some of the girls that were at the fashion show, the models, were on our show before.
Right.
So,
like who?
Karen Taylor, who you're a big fan of.
She's hot.
Victoria Silvstedt.
Oh, she's hot.
She was sort of like the star of the show. She was like, their Giselle.
She was on Son of the Beach and played Jamie's lesbian fling.
Well, she was Chip Rommel's sister.
Right.
And I'll tell you who looked great. The Dom triplets.
They were there.
They didn't come out together. They were just separate. Worked into the repertoire.
They were on Son of the Beach too.
Yeah. But at the end, now here's the interesting thing. At the end, now the show that we went to, Luca Luca.
Yeah.
Once it was over, it was like, bam, lights are on. Everybody leave kind of thing.
Yeah.
The girls, the Playmates were kind of hanging.
Oh.
So that would have,
That would have been the move.
That was the move. That was the move. So.
Well. Oh well.
But it was cool.
I'll just have to live. Damn.
But it was sort of like...
here was my feeling.
Yeah.
Now, what happened to Betsy Johnson bringing the girls in here to do the fashion show?
I understand Gary would have more information that it was just hard to coordinate the girls getting them here.
What were those girls doing the rest of the day?
So what you're telling me is...
It was like
I should have been there.
Bleachers. Like
I should have gone.
Yeah, scores with bleachers. Like if you were...
Were there a lot of photographers taking pictures of guys looking?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
Well...
you know what?
Live and learn.
Yeah.
Damn, that would have been fun. You get to speak to the playmates afterwards.
They stayed.
And you would add
And do they hand out their phone numbers?
No, but there's a list. I mean, there's a list of what month they were in, and you know.
Really? Get a little catalog,
yeah,
huh?
There's a whole thing.
Yeah. Well, I still say you end up looking like an a-hole. Did you tell Marta I wanted to take my face off that TV show she's running?
What are you talking about?
At the Luca Luca thing. She's got me on the Style Network, standing there looking like a lech.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Tell her. Would you call her and tell her I'm deeply offended? I will. I thought I was nice to her.
The very thing you didn't want to happen, a friend did to you.
A friend did. The friend who I said, gee, I'm nervous about going because I don't want to be on TV looking like a lech, and she did it to me. Could you call her for me?
I will. I mean, and Betsy Johnson's an interesting woman. She, at the end of the show, you know, the designer comes out and just takes a bow. She did like a running somersault flip.
Really?
Yeah, and then there's a whole thing with her daughter, Lulu. Like, she's like a part of the show.
Isn't she an old broad? I mean, how's she doing a flip?
Dude, she did a full...
Really?
You know, head, legs, the whole thing.
Wow, good for her. She in the hospital?
Yeah.
Man.
All right, so live and learn.
So did you get turned on?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I took Maya. I took my girlfriend.
So you did the whole thing. You had the girlfriend with you.
But you did what Donald Trump did.
Yeah. I liked it.
You don't mind.
But why do you bring your girlfriend? What if you could meet one of these chicks?
Well, the thing was that she wanted to go to a fashion show, and it was like it worked out.
Fashion show.
No, a fashion show. She probably would have preferred to go to the one that we went to.
Right.
You know.
Well, okay.
What can you do?
Well, sounds like I made a mistake.
Monumental.
Who cares? You don't know these chicks are going to bang me anyway.
I don't know. See, you already had... See, you knew them.
Yeah, you had pre-existing conditions there.
I see. I get it. All right, well, hey, what are you going to do, man? Crying over spilt milk. That was the show to go to. I just feel goofy doing it. I know people tell me I'm overthinking the thing, but it looks goofy.
That's not being there. That's looking at what it looks like.
Yeah. I'm not really there. I'm busy worried about what it looks like.
It does feel odd. You know what it is? There's really no content, you know, at these shows.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing.
It's like watching a montage.
And why are you there? You thinking of buying Betsy Johnson dresses? No.
You have no need.
No,
you're there to look at chicks.
I couldn't tell you one outfit.
So why were you there? To look at chicks.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Right. All right, whatever. Hey, Steve, you're on the air. Hi, Steve.
Yeah.
Hi, Steve. You're on the air.
Hey, Howard, how you doing?
Okay.
Listen, I got an idea, okay? I don't like you. I think that, you know, your influence is everywhere to the point where it's sickening, okay? Everywhere you go, every channel you turn on the radio, on TV or whatever, and you say, well, just turn it off. But you can't turn it off because you're everywhere. You're in the booth of Monday Night Football now through Dennis Miller, and it stinks. I want to challenge you to a boxing match, okay? Now,
Steve.
Listen, let me finish.
Steve, can you talk into the phone louder?
Okay. You hear me now?
Not really that good, but go ahead.
All right. I want to set up a boxing match, okay? This is what I want to do because I feel that it won't be just your name there. It'll be half the people there will be people behind me that want me to take your head off.
Right.
Okay?
All right.
Now,
well, Steve, no offense. I don't mean to cut you off, but it's a great idea for you. I don't see what's in it for me. No offense.
You didn't let me finish. For charity.
Yeah, I'm not a real big charity guy, number one.
Why not? You should be.
Well, you keep defining what I should be, and sit home and do it, and I will continue to live my life.
You're a dick, Stan.
No, I'm not a dick. I'm a smart man.
No,
and
you're not.
secondly,
You're a dick. Your life is crumbling, man.
what I'm doing is pummeling you now verbally, which you can't handle.
You're not pummeling me verbally.
I'm pummeling you verbally, and you're sitting at home dreaming of boxing matches and pummeling me and pummeling the world. And you know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. Love me, Daddy. Love me, Howard. My daddy didn't pay attention to me. Now you have to pay attention. Love me, Daddy. Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. I need a daddy. Go get your own daddy, dickhead. Yeah, all right. Love me, Daddy. That's what it is. I see a lot of guys like this. Love me, Daddy. Pay attention to me.
If they can't get you one way, they'll get you another.
Right.
Be my friend or let me beat you up.
Yeah, please let me beat you up. Please just pay attention to me, Daddy. Go beat up your daddy. That's who you want to beat up, stupid. So ridiculous. Love me, Daddy. Everybody's looking for a father. Well, I got 3 kids I got to take care of. I don't need you. How stupid. This stupid moron. Where were we, Robin?
Please. We were complaining about not going to the family.
I don't need that guy in my life. He needs me in his life.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Like, you should step up and go, yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh.
Let him beat you up.
The one thing you're good at is beating people up.
Yeah, probably a professional boxer.
Amy, go ahead.
Hey, Howard.
Right.
I was at the Betsy Johnson show yesterday, and who was talking about it? Who was just describing it? What guy?
Scott.
You know what? He's describing it like a guy. There was hoopla, but, you know, it wasn't. It's like every fashion show. There's stars at every fashion show. Cameras
Honey,
go over
what are you talking about? He said he went there, he had a good time, he saw a bunch of Playboy Playmates. What can you be arguing
How
about?
else is he going to describe it? He is a guy.
He is a guy. What are you saying he said wrong? You don't even have a point. Here's another one. Love me, Daddy. Pay attention to me. You don't even have a point.
No, Howard, I went with my husband.
Okay, what are you saying that Scott said wrong?
First of all, Betsy Johnson notoriously does a cartwheel at the end of her show.
All right,
She
so
didn't
what?
do a front hand. She didn't do a front hand.
Okay, come on. I'm not going to... Let's go on to the news. This is so silly. People are whacked out of their skulls. The world has gone nuts. You know, why does God make it so that some people are dumb? Most people are dumb. It wasn't a handstand. Betsy Johnson...
She does a flip.
Everybody knows that.
Cares?
Common knowledge.
It's crazy.
Who was that described it? He was wrong.
It wasn't a flip. It was a handstand.
He described it like a guy.
All right. What's in the news, Robin?
Hey, you son of a bitches, here's Robin Quivers with the goddamn news.
Howard, I believe that most people don't say what they mean.
Right.
But there was a woman from Washington Township in New Jersey who did say exactly what she meant. In fact, she backed it up. She used to write people notes saying, leave me alone. And when they wouldn't, she slashed their tires. She was known in her neighborhood as the witch. But she finally got her wish. She was left alone, so much so that she was dead for over a year.
And nobody knew.
Before anybody found her. She was in this little house, and the windows were open since last winter. Like, all through the winter, the windows were open.
Right.
And then the weeds overtook the lawn in the spring, and nobody still came up. Finally, I think it was yesterday or the day before, some neighbor got the courage to venture inside the house, and they found her skeleton.
Oh. Wow.
Along with the remains of her pets.
Oh, wow.
And also died.
They probably ate her.
As a result of not having anyone to take care of them.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, 56 years old. They don't know what killed her, and they probably won't be able to find out because she was a skeleton.
All right.
You know, there's nothing left to autopsy. But she got her wish. They left her alone.
See, Fred, there's hope for you.
You know, she didn't even go to the point of leaving nasty messages on their answering machines to make sure that nobody came near her.
That's so cool.
Yeah, she got her wish.
I want to option that story.
That was great. Wow. Amazing. And,
you know, the people in the neighborhood should use her remains to plug up their tires that she slashed. You think the pets ate her and then died?
They don't say, and since there's nothing left but a skeleton, you don't know.
How come the pets aren't skeletons?
They were decomposing.
They were.
They just hadn't decomposed to... You don't think they could have eaten her?
Yeah, because think about it. Why weren't they skeletons?
They didn't tell me what kind of pets they were, so I don't know if it was dogs, cats, I don't know.
So let's say it's dogs.
Yeah.
They must have been eating her because they would have died pretty much around the time she died.
Well, they would have lasted a few days more.
Yeah.
That's true. And I don't know what state of decomposition they were in.
Right.
To be honest. They did say she was a skeleton.
All right. Well, there's a lot of investigating you have to do.
I need to go into this story a little bit more to see if she was eaten by her pets. That's funny. And what's bothering Rick Springfield now?
Rick Springfield? Who's that?
Yeah, the guy who sang Jessie's Girl.
Oh, you're kidding me. What could be bothering
He
you?
was arrested.
For what?
And charged with
not looking good anymore.
roughing up his wife.
Oh, boy.
One-time teen idol Rick Springfield says he and his wife are going to work things out.
Well, he's like a chick, man. He lost his looks. He was a good-looking chick.
Despite his arrest for allegedly assaulting her. He's free on $50,000 bail after his arrest on Monday in Malibu, California.
Maybe she wouldn't listen.
Springfield says he and his wife of 18 years had an argument, and someone called the police. He says he and his wife are still together.
Are?
Yeah, they are still together.
It happens.
He gained fame on General Hospital, of course, in the 80s, and he had such hits as Jesse's Girl.
What could you argue with your wife that would cause you to hit her?
That come to blows.
I plead the fifth. Like, what could it be that they were arguing about? What was so important?
He recently released his first album in 11 years.
That must be some album. I heard Jackie had more people at his signing than...
He did a CD signing.
Maybe he's just upset that Jesse's Girl is now in her 50s.
All I know is that when he did that, you know, they always do those shows on VH1, Whatever Happened To's, or the Behind the Music.
Yeah.
He was complaining.
About?
Everything. He was never understood.
Beating a dead horse.
You know, he was always picked up for his looks and not his music.
Oh.
You know, and he didn't really want to be an actor in a soap opera.
No.
And he's a real musician.
No.
And then his father died.
Love me, Daddy. Love me. People love me. No one understands me, Daddy.
So let's update the story now because he has the arrest for assault.
Oh, boo-hoo. Love me, Daddy.
I was barely with my backhand.
So anyway, Rick Springfield out on $50,000 bail. Maybe we should get an interview if we can.
Yeah.
Got to promote that new
You know what I would say to him? Love me, Daddy. Wah, wah, wah. Right.
Ordered a Division of AIDS Services to comply with rules mandating that benefit applications be processed within 30 days, and he appointed a federal magistrate to monitor the agency. So stop being mean to those AIDS patients.
Right.
Get some housing.
Of course.
And health care.
There you go.
A surgeon has reattached, there are several surgeons it took.
This is a horror story.
The arms of a North Dakota boy who's only 3 years old.
His dad was one of these farmer dudes, and he had a tractor or some kind of machinery.
Some kind of machine.
And the kid got caught in the machine and yanked off both his arms.
Both arms.
Like combine thing?
It was a grain auger, whatever that is.
I got one of those.
How old was the kid?
3.
What's he doing there now?
Grandpa Marlene left it there. A grain auger.
Yeah, whatever that is.
What is that? Fred, you know farm equipment.
Come on, Fred.
You're a hillbilly.
I'd be guessing, but it seems like there's probably some sort of chute, and you know, like a corkscrew.
Yeah, well, the kid got caught in it.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna rip your
pulled
arms
out both his arms.
Oh, the pain of that.
People in the, ambulance workers applied pressure to the boy's wounds, and they found his arms.
They're not all ground up?
That had been carried into a pickup truck, so I guess it's shooting stuff into a pickup truck.
Yeah.
So they found his arms in
And they reattached them.
Yeah.
At least they didn't get all mangled.
They got him on backwards, though.
They gave him surgery a few hours after the accident.
Hey, you could be in the circus.
Hey, you pull it behind your back. He hit like something.
They are not...
You hitchhiked backwards and you ended up back at the hospital.
Get the time travel.
They are not sure the operation was successful. I suppose it'll take a few days before they know that, but they did find the arms and reattach them.
You look harmless.
Oh.
Yeah, you look harmless.
Hop in.
Hop in, you look harmless.
Jesus.
So be careful around the old green auger if you have children.
Here's Larry. He says he was at Jackie's CD signing yesterday.
Now there's big news.
How many people?
You're a real a-hole, man.
Why is that?
I was late for the thing for the signing, and they cut off the line, and I was waiting outside for Jackie. When he came out, he goes, "Next time you should get here early."
Did you, Jackie?
He goes, and then he goes, "Buy 2 CDs, maybe I'll sign one."
Dude, there was only 20 people there. How could you not?
It's a total lie, Howard.
Hey, Jackie, what sexual position makes the ugliest children?
Ask your mother.
Son of a bitch.
What else is in the news?
Well, they're having trouble finding people to go into the military and into the priesthood and the nunship, whatever that's called.
The nunski. The nunskery.
So one order has started a recruitment effort.
Yeah. Here's what you get. You get a nifty uniform, a collar, and no sex for the rest of your life.
There you go. I'll sign up for that.
And you'll probably be so crazy you'll start making it with other guys and little boys.
Sister Patty Donlin says the recruiting message of the Sisters of Mercy is a simple one. Number 1.
Oh, I got to hear this. Let's hear. Yeah. You get to be married to Jesus, and you know how good he is in bed.
He ain't showing up.
Yeah. Jesus will never cheat on you like Frank Gifford.
We are the Sisters of Mercy. We have something wonderful to share with you. Come look at our website, call us, talk to us, get to know us, get to know what we do and who we are.
Let's look at the website.
Can we go on that website?
What's it called?
Sisters of Mercy, I guess.
Let's see here. Oh, wait. Hold on. I got to type in sistersofmercy.com. Let's see what they offer.
Come look at us. Do they have pictures of the nuns?
Yeah, I hope they have, like, hot nuns. Look, we're not all ugly. Who would become a nun?
Well, Donlin says there are only a few who will get their realization that they have a vocation as a nun as a bolt of lightning.
So here, the page cannot be displayed. So what is the website again?
Sisters of Mercy.
Sisters.
Oh, actually, it's nuns.
Nuns.com?
I guess so.
See? www.nuns.com?
Could be. I'm confused by this whole thing.
Yeah.
Funny if it goes to porn.
It'd be great if it went to porno.
They should start linking up right away.
All I know is it cannot find server. Microsoft Internet Explorer.
Oh. All right, Mel. Then maybe that's why they're not getting anybody to sign up.
I think it's just my computer, personally.
Really?
www.nuns.
Is that what the website is?
Could be Sisters of Mercy, could be nuns. I mean, you got to get something.
I got the only computer in the joint that doesn't work right. Everybody else gets it in 2 seconds. I'm telling you. And it's not because a lot of people... I just looked at the list of websites that I've been on in the last week.
Yeah, all of them porn.
Let's see. Yeah, one's blackc.com.
What?
Pussy.com.
Oh, gee.
Wait. Wait. F.com. You know, I can't say the words. I'm like, holy mackerel.
Do you just write in these names to see what happens?
Yeah, I do. Let me see. Well, nuns.com. Nothing's coming up.
Nothing
online.
coming up.
I'm sure other people can do it.
I'll go home and find it myself.
Sure it's not a .org? If it's nuns, it might be a .org.
Yeah, but
don't you have a search engine that would just pull up?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's my computer. Here's one. .org. Bababooey might be onto something.
I know my nuns.
Here we are.
I know my orgs.
Northwest Catholic Sisters. Here we are.
Oh, look at that. Looks like a kid's website.
It looks like hippies. Like we are Northwest Catholic Sisters, impelled by the gospel to collaborate in addressing the basic human needs of education, religious communities. Well, this looks boring. There's nothing fun here.
But it's all colorful, like you'd attract children.
Looks like we are the world.
Yeah. All right, we can't find the recruiting nun site. But anyway, here's Sister Patty Donlin again. As I said before, she says not everybody will notice that they need have a vocation as a nun by a bolt of lightning.
I wouldn't say it's a bolt of lightning, but it's realizing that your young women have all these gifts and then saying, what can I do with my gift?
Here,
I'll not have sex with men.
No, let's cut through the bull. If you feel like you're a dyke and you can't stand up to the family pressure, become a nun. Because 90%, I got to figure, do that. I know with the priesthood, it's the same thing. Some guy's like, oh, my God, I'm homosexual. I can't be. My family will hate me. I'll become a priest.
Where can I run?
Where can I run to where they'll accept me? That's what I figure. I mean, I'm not saying every priest or nun is gay, but there's something going on. Otherwise, I don't get it.
How could you say no? Do you really imagine that your whole life you could go without sex? Because
if you wanna help people, you could do that without giving up sex.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a part of that.
Why would you do that? Why would you deny yourself?
You did for 7 years, though.
But I didn't want to at that point. But I haven't denied myself all my life. I wanted to.
She couldn't find a man perfect enough.
And she had stored up like a bastard.
Go ahead, Robin. Don't get into it with him.
That's right. Why am I talking?
Because it's boring.
Never talk to Jack.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's my vow.
Right.
That's the vow I've taken.
Do I have to take a break?
Yeah.
All right, quick break. We'll finish the news right after this.
Howard Stern.
What's happening? This is Kid Rock, and you're listening to a man who would perform.
The Howard Stern Show.
magic elf, and he won't do your evil bidding.
The Howard Stern Show.
Thank you, sweetie. All right, we're wrapping up news, and Robin, what's on your mind?
I think forgiveness is at the heart of this story, Howard. A Pennsylvania woman has been convicted of trying to kill her husband by poisoning his mashed potatoes. Authorities say Heather Miller wanted to collect her husband's life insurance, and she faces up to 40 years in prison. Prosecutors say Miller turned to poison after a magic banishing spell didn't work. She schemed to taint Kevin Miller's potatoes with the poisonous herb belladonna, but two of her friends turned her in before she could carry out her evil plot. The Millers have since reconciled. Kevin Miller even testified in his wife's defense. See there? Man's got a big heart.
That's an amazing man.
Her attorney says his client was mentally and verbally abused by her husband, but never intended to kill him. So there.
Well, that's always the dumbest way to kill someone, too. Putting stuff in their mashed potatoes, you know you're going to be caught.
Blabbing to everybody.
Sal, the stockbroker, you're on the air.
Howard, I almost threw up from laughter last night from the E! Show. When you see Stuttering John sitting there with that fat blubber hanging out and he poured the beer down Jacob Dillard's back, it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. He looked like an old lady who wanted somebody to fetch him a pair of slippers or something.
So that was the show last night.
That's where we are.
Let me tell you something. You should have saved that cup of beer. You could have auctioned that off on eBay for $100,000. The beer that was spilt down Jacob Dylan's back. That
By the way,
so funny.
Don't miss the drunk shows live from backstage at the MTV Video Music Awards all this week on E! We're running them long form. That's what Sal's talking about here.
And Robin, I would pay good money to sniff your puke from that night.
I didn't puke.
I'm sure you did.
No, I did not.
I'll give you something to gag on.
There you go.
All right, take care, guys.
Later.
Great show.
Only hope, Sal.
Hey.
Sal, I didn't know he was still talking. I hung up on him.
That was a first.
Sal the stock